Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rise of the Conduit, episode 2 of our Blades in the Dark campaign, our new Blades in the Dark campaign. I saw somebody actually on YouTube ask about this. We had a previous mini-series that was the 3-episode mini-series of Blades in the Dark, but this is actually a brand new campaign that we're playing. New characters, well, it's still in Duxfall, but you know, it's a new story that's different from our little mini-series. But if you do want to watch us play some other Blades in the Dark, you can check out the previous mini-series on our YouTube. That's at youtube.com/magirpg, and all of our shows that we have and all of our previous episodes. Even if you missed this first episode of Blades in the Dark, you can check that out at our YouTube as well. All of the VODs get uploaded there, so you can watch at your own leisure and catch up on all of the shows that we have. We have 5 active shows right now on magirpg, the most we've ever had in the history of magirpg, which has only been a year now. We're actually, by the way, we're coming up on our year anniversary of like switching from my Miss Magitek to magirpg. There's a whole story behind that. So we're coming up on 1 year of that, by the way, so it's pretty cool. I digress. If you want to watch some of our other shows, we have the next show that's happening is on Thursday, so we're off tomorrow. And Thursday we have Rock and Roll Play, GM'd by Usulbard, so we'll be back for that on Thursday. Friday we have Grim Domains. Our usual times, by the way, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Sunday we have Icewind Dale at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And then Monday we have our new mini-series, which is our Vampire the Masquerade game, Ancestral Blood, which just premiered last week, and we will continue that series next Monday.
Yesterday, not last week.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday.
Last night.
It's going to be a long night, everyone. It's okay.
Bro, I was just here 24 hours ago.
And welcome,
Feels
Raiders.
like a week, right? That was how
Thank you, JD Hood, for the
exciting
raid.
it was.
Thanks for the raid. Welcome in, everybody.
We're just starting, so stick around.
Yes, welcome in. Thanks for the resubs. Yeah, so that's all the programming that we have on magirpg. We're here 5 times a week. We probably have a show for you, for whatever your tastes are, whatever your interests are. But if you like scoundrel shit, you came to the right place, because Blades in the Dark is just us being a bunch of scoundrels. So we hope you enjoy what we're our game tonight, and that's really everything. So I will pass it over to our GM, Miri, aka Frank. Go ahead and take it away.
Hey, everyone. Last time on Blades in the Dark, the crew, the Conduit, were looking for a new supplier and means of revenue, where they contacted their smuggler Huxley, who had a lead with a mysterious person known only as the Contact, who was going to sell them Quicksilver so that they can find a distributor for that. They had a little bit of a tense conversation with the Contact, where particularly Warden and the Contact were trying to measure each other and see what each other's games are, both being a little bit cagey about the situation. Velvet helped with Huxley with some, I guess you would say, very persuasive arguments, got him down from a 10% to 8% for Huxley's share of the deal. But they managed to get 2 large bags of Quicksilver for 2 coin, got it back to their hideout, and mostly got away clean. Meanwhile, Zeal tried to follow the Contact back to his HQ, but as he ran in towards one of the more wealthy areas of the city, decided to turn around and give up. During downtime, the crew did a lot of investigation, a lot of talking, got to know each other, but then decided that they needed to try to find a buyer for the Quicksilver. But before they got that far, as they were going to their home tavern that they normally deal the drugs out of, they ran into a few members of the family, where they had a brief altercation that almost escalated in violence. But it still may escalate in violence, as 2 members of the party decided to follow Brill and Marlowe and potentially try to shank them, which Falka and Zeal, I believe that's where we left off. Indeed. As Brill and Marlowe take their leave from their little puffing their chest out intimidation at you both, or at everyone, and you are following them. So you guys can take it away and let me know how you want to handle the situation, as they are very quickly but carefully making their way back to their side of Char Hollow. Muted, Bijan.
I think the first thing is that I would be looking to be on the edge of their territory, closer to their territory, if possible, and looking to see where we could either nab them on a side street, or whether they would be avoiding side street in order to make their way back home. I imagine that they might not be always taking the main path home after engaging in slightly criminal activities.
You are mostly correct. So you're trying to anticipate their route back to their island. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So Chris, timely, could you bring up the turf map of Char Hollow for me?
Curse the one more multi.
Your territory is in green, and there's only one good way for them to get through, which is that bridge. Now, the bridge is fairly public, and it's the only way to get through. But there are, and the buildings aren't exactly to scale for the side streets, but there's many side streets on their way to the bridge. So what I want to ask is, depending on how, if you want to run into them for sure, like by being close to the bridge, that's where you're basically guaranteed to run into them. But if you want to cut them off in a more private part while still being in your territory, they may not go the way that you're anticipating. And you would know all this.
Okay, so if
with
we would
that
know all
knowledge,
this,
which way do you want to try to do this?
so maybe with that knowledge, then maybe I wouldn't try and cut them off so far away. Maybe I would just be tracking. We would just be closer to where they started, so that way we would be able to actually guarantee that we can pull them into a side street somewhere.
But still on your turf. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I guess it would
pretty
have
close
to be
the
then.
meeting. Pretty close to the meeting spot, basically, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Then we can go back to the VTT. It's actually, we can just pull up. We don't even really need the VTT because this is going to be theater of the mind. So let me get a more proper music for this.
More proper music.
So I would say you are both hiding, yes, and you are both tracking them.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to just try to quickly do prowl for each of you and hunt for each of you. Or if Falka, you don't even want to bother hunting because I know you have no pips in it, that's okay. But I'm pulling up your prowl first.
Should they do a group prowl?
Could do a group prowl instead if you would like to do that.
All right.
Is that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
do
we
you
could
want to do that? Okay.
Yeah, I'm open to it.
So Zeal, your prowl is better.
Velvet and Enid, go ahead and hit that little X at the bottom to remove yourself from the roll. There we go.
I got him.
Oh, perfect.
So you're on your turf. So I'm going to say this is going to, instead of be risky, controlled. And actually great effect because you're on your turf and you know these streets really well. So you can go ahead and roll that when you're ready.
Mixed success.
Okay, I need to think about this. Whoop. Oh, you didn't need to roll that.
Oh,
Ignore that. He was doing a group roll for both of you.
Okay, so it counts for both of us. Okay, cool.
Yep.
So you are able to get into a spot in a very narrow alleyway that will still be able to view the street. Unfortunately, the issue with this is it's not big enough for both of you. So you have to take spots on different sides of the street, and you lose sight of each other. And so you can no longer really see each other. But you are extremely hidden.
So, as we're setting this up, I would say, well, it might be harder for us to coordinate, but we'll be able to ambush them from both sides. When you hear me shout, you jump down, and we take them out.
You got it, boss. She salutes.
They threaten Clyra. They're not gonna fucking get away with it.
And for Hunt, I'm gonna say that this is risky and standard. And I'm just setting it up for you, Zeal, if you want to do that.
Okay. Success.
Hell yeah.
Okay. The two are going through the main streets for a while, but eventually they do peel off into a side street that you've been waiting for them, Brill and Zeal both, looking over their shoulder and looking very conscientiously, but they don't see you, and they both walk right by your little hidey hole.
Nice.
What do you want to do?
As they walk past my hiding spot, Zeal is going to... You said one of them was the leader.
Ah, yes. Thank you for reminding me. I will give you the information you know about them because it is relevant to what you might want to do. Marlowe is the leader, and while he is a leader, he came up as an enforcer. He was a bit of a thug in his own right. Certainly not an expert, but he's no slouch. Brill, on the other hand, is an expert assassin and muscle, and you know for a fact that he has murdered several people. He will be a difficult opponent to get rid of, more so even than Marlowe.
So I am going to start with him then. And as he walks past my hiding spot, I have 2 pistols on me this time. What I often carry when we're not going on a job. And I am going to just pop out, put my gun to his head, and pull the trigger without as the opening conversation piece.
Oh my god.
So because you're in close range, it's skirmish, but it is definitely controlled because you have perfect cover.
You're just John Wilkes Boothing them from the shadows, huh?
For real though.
I would say normally this would be great effect, but because he is such an expert, it's only going to be standard effect instead. Do you want to push yourself or use anything else?
Considering I know this person's reputation, I think I'm going to go ahead and push myself.
For a greater effect or another die?
Ooh.
I think I want to do greater effect.
Ooh.
Okay. Can you? Are you able to do that?
I want to make sure this guy goes down. So this will be two stress, right?
Yep. Okay. And great effect now.
Gotta clear. Oh, no, I guess I don't. I just gotta manually add the stress on this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you didn't push yourself, by the way.
No, he did. Well, he didn't. He didn't add it, but I made it great effect.
Yeah.
So, oh, got it. My bad.
I changed it to great effect. Give me a moment. I need to look something up.
Oh lordy! Dang.
I just want to make sure I don't mess up something.
Starting off strong.
Starting off super strong. We're starting off with a bang, quite literally.
Hey.
Literally.
By the way, when I pull that trigger, Falka, I yell.
Yes,
Oh,
I was
I
gonna
mean,
say.
I hope if you didn't
gun would be a
assume.
gun.
While I'm looking this up, if you want to narrate exactly this opening sequence, go ahead.
Well, like I said, the first thing I'm gonna do is pull the trigger. So I'm not giving any. I'm not trying to give away any amount of position on my end here, but I would probably say something to the effect like, as I pull the trigger, I would look at what's the leader's name again?
Marlo.
Marlo. I would look at Marlo and say, like to threaten defenseless bartenders. Is that right?
Okay. All right. Just had to look something up. You pull the trigger, and as you were basically saying this and pulling the trigger, Brill whirls and tries to pull his own pistol, but you pull and blow his head off. As his head is exploding, his hand grips and fires his pistol and shoots you in the arm.
Oh.
For a level 1 harm shot in the arm. Would you like to resist that?
Resist is a risk of taking more stress.
Yes.
How much stress do you get?
I've
Boy?
already got 5, and we haven't even gone on like a
Oh dear God. Okay.
real job yet.
So
you
you
can relieve.
take level 1 harm shot to the arm.
Yeah, let's try and you know what? Let's try and resist it.
Okay. Go ahead. Let's set
Why
up
not?
the not action.
He's gonna retire already.
So I
No, he'll
resist
just-
using
He'll get some trauma.
prowess.
This
Yeah.
would be prowess, yes, because it's physical.
Some trauma. What's a little trauma between friends?
What's the little trauma?
It's a block roll, right? That's what it is. Yes.
Block? Yes.
Okay.
No stress. Okay. He doesn't hit you in the hand. As he whirls, you like slide out of the way of his gunshot and he misses you completely and his head is just blown apart. As this happens, Falka, I'm guessing you're running out from your alley with your
Yeah.
daggers out.
Yep, ready to go for the other one.
Okay.
Just
So
like
he can't
Bijan.
shoot
like
Zeal.
V for Vendetta, just running down.
Yeah, love that. Love that.
Marlo,
imagery.
having seen his comrade go down,
I'm
pulls
going for
his
him.
pistol on you
I'm going
and is
for him.
about to shoot you. You have a split second before he does. What do you want to try to do?
I want to throw my dagger at his eyeball.
Okay, so you want to throw your dagger, Tracy. Bijan, what does Zeal want to do?
So I imagine, like expecting a quick response, he's going to drop. He's going to drop to the ground to try and avoid, like a quick shot at him.
Okay. So Falka, you are skirmishing with him. And you're throwing the dagger. Okay. So this is risky, not desperate, because it is 2-on-1 and standard effect if you want to, if you think that that is cool.
Okay. All right.
Woohoo!
Oh, look at Tracy with the knife.
Oh, you got a
You got a prop? Who is this girl?
We got props
That is
up
a
in here.
6. So he goes to try to shoot at Zeal, but you hit him in a dagger right to the back as it goes in. He
Nice.
stays up, but he has a dagger poking out of him. And he turns and looks like he's going to try to get away instead and starts to run.
Where you going, mate?
Are you guys
fucking
going
get
to
away
chase
from us.
her or try to finish him off?
Let's try to. Might as well.
Oh, I'm not trying to let him get away from this.
Yeah.
So I am going to let me just check my inventory here.
Also, Chris, if you want to change it to conversation screen instead, since we're not actively using the VTT right now, that's okay. If you have it ready.
Give me 1 second. I can have it ready.
I guess I would raise my other pistol and just go for the kill on him.
Okay. I'm gonna say that he is now like life or death. So it's not controlled. Whoops, that's Warden. It's not controlled anymore. It is risky and standard, but you can go for it when you want. So you're like getting your pistol out, and you're just firing on him.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Success. We are rolling good to start here.
And fire.
Sixes.
And you drop him.
Nice.
As you drop him, you hear a loud bong, and the sound of distant. Actually, no, you can't, but you hear the bell, and you know what that means. That means that someone has died, and a crow is on the way to try to find the body to alert the spirit wardens that there is a new body.
Uh-oh.
What do you guys want to do?
Real quick, while this is going down, I assume, is there a cop in this square somewhere?
Absolutely, and yes, though I was going to say also, you guys have heard gunshots at this point.
Yes.
And the cop, hears it and is starting to wander in that direction as well.
I would like to make sure the cop sees Velvet, Enid, and I.
Yeah.
So...
Could we pretend I'm an injured child?
How do you want to handle it?
I don't know.
Ask him for directions or something?
Given that Velvet is injured herself.
Real bad.
She'll like kneel down in front of you and like, oh no, it's okay, sweetie.
Oh, the pain. Oh, it's unbearable.
Officer,
out of the way.
Shots fired in the area.
Yeah, I know. I'm going over there. And he runs
all right,
by
we'll take
you.
care of it.
I'll be back for you if you don't shut your mouth. And he's just sprinting past you.
Meanwhile, Velvet is holding her hand and trying to act like she's comforting Enid. Like
The citizens in this little square that you're in outside of your tavern, they look over and they look a little surprised. They, unlike Crow's Foot, where there is gang violence as a normalcy, gang violence is not normal here in Char Hollow. This is weird, and they all start going inside. All right, two murderers, what are you doing now?
At the sound of the bell, I'm still seeing red, and Zeal is kicking the assassin on the ground, like how's this for family? As he kicks him in the gut. Knowing he's...
Oh,
thanks
thanks for the tip.
Anonymous.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for the tip.
Thank you so much. Wow.
Thank you. As he's doing that, I'm like, oi, we gotta get out of here.
Zeal looks up from his
can't believe I'm the
fervor.
one saying this. We gotta get out of here. Come on.
All right.
Let's go.
And he starts after Falka.
More urgently, yeah. I'm like, come on. And pull him, and we try to get out of this alleyway.
Okay. Where are you going?
Shit. Back to base.
So you're basically trying to get out of... You're trying to get out of Char Hollow and get back to Night Market, to the HQ?
Yeah.
Or are you going back to the tavern?
Did we have a place we were going to reconvene? I mean, I guess we can... What's closer, the tavern or...
The tavern is much closer. It's in Char Hollow where you are now.
Let's go back to the tavern.
I'm going to do the GM thing,
Yes.
where I ask if you're sure you would like to do that.
Maybe.
And I will tell you why. You know that you just killed someone with guns very loudly. There are crows on the way, and it is very likely that there are cops in the vicinity.
Okay, let's get the.
However, you are free to do whatever you want.
We're innocent. I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody
And
saw.
do nothing wrong, officer.
But if, all right, I think there's gonna be a lot of patrol around here. We should probably get far away for now. Like, let's go back to HQ. Let's go back to base.
Let's go back home.
Yeah, I think you need a break, mate. You're not looking good. Mentally, I've seen that look before. Let's get out of here.
So I assume you guys are going to stealthily GTFO, yes?
Yes.
Mhm. We know the streets very well, so I imagine
yes, you
that
do. So
finding-
it's still going to be risky, but it's going to be great effect. But I need you to actually do a prowl to sneak out of Char Hollow and avoid the blue coat patrols, so you don't just have two people sprinting down streets away from two dead bodies while you have blood on your pants and your shoes from kicking this guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go ahead and
Oh wait, that's action, not group action.
go ahead, Zeal.
There we go. Enid, no. Velvet, no. Warden, no.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Go ahead. Oh my frack.
Failure.
Oh
anything,
boy.
As you are...
Our luck
Okay,
had
I'm
to
going to
run
tell you the
out.
consequence, and you can tell me if you want to resist this consequence.
Okay.
You are ducking through an alley, you jump over a fence to try to get to the next one, and your shirt gets caught on it as a blue coat runs down the street. You stuck on the fence. He looks at the blood on your pants and says, "Hey, you!" Pulls out his rapier and says, "Stop right there!"
Leave the jacket, mate. We gotta go.
Would you like to resist this consequence, or would you like to accept this new reality?
What kind of a resist roll is this?
It's just, it would be a,
So much stress already.
I mean, I think this
Isn't it
is
prowess?
this
I
is
mean-
prowess again. Yeah.
So
Okay.
that is a pretty good roll for me.
Okay.
Might as well.
All right.
Might as well. Let's do it.
All right.
One
Okay.
stress, but resisted. Yeesh.
Yeesh.
Okay.
I'm almost
So
almost
with
at
that,
break.
you have a lesser consequence, which you don't manage to get stuck on the fence, but you do end up cornered and undiscovered for the moment, but you're not able to get all the way through Char Hollow as blue coats are starting to call for backup, and the net is now closing, and it is going to be much harder for you to get out of here. But you have not been discovered yet, but you're not yet out of the area.
Okay. We've got to keep going.
No time to stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just try to keep.
Okay. You're gonna
working
keep
out
going?
here. Yeah. Do our best.
Group roll again.
Yep. Oh
Oh
God.
Just
no,
to
these
try to
group rolls
sneak
are
out.
this could break me.
I mean,
These
if
group
you
rolls.
want, you can split up or do it individually. Basically, if you were doing an individual prowl, you can do that.
We might need to split up just for my sanity
Alright,
here, because
alright.
if
I'm gonna look at real quick just to
Mm-hmm.
interject. I'm gonna look at Velvet, seeing that she's been cut. I'm gonna look at her and be like, "Get to the hideout. Take Enid with you. Stay sharp."
Yeah, you all have
What about you?
noticed
What about you, boss?
that more blue coats are flooding into the streets around Char Hollow in the direction of the gunshot. For sure, you know this.
I'm gonna go handle this.
You sure all right?
Positive.
Warden,
Get
I
home.
don't think
oh,
Am-
I'm sorry. Go on. I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off.
she just starts to say, you know, I don't think okay.
Let's listen to the boss for now. He knows what he's doing.
Velvet will hold her hand out to you, Enid, so you can continue the child act thing that we were doing before, if you want to, or just to stick together, and start heading back to HQ. But she definitely looks back at Warden as they leave.
Oh well. Oh, the pain. I will just play up this.
Okay. You guys don't have any trouble as you're not really coming from the direction of the fight, nor do you have any... You don't really have stuff on you, whereas these two have some murder equipment on them.
Nope, I just have a perfectly normal cane in my hand.
However, this prowl roll is going to desperate and standard as Bluecoat patrols tighten the net around you. But yeah, we can do these individually if you want to go first, Bijan, or I'm assuming you don't want to push yourself since you're stressed.
Well, no, so we can do a group roll, but she would have to lead
take
it.
the
She
stress.
can,
Yes, and she would lead
yeah.
it.
If you want to take the
Alright,
stress
follow
here.
me, mate.
Well,
and I'm gonna start.
So what I want to, seeing how more and more, I obviously I noticed that Lurk and Falka are not here.
Yeah,
And
Zeal
so-
and Falka are gone.
Yeah, sorry,
Gunshots. You can probably do the math in your head. That
Exactly.
They were involved in something. Yes.
So I want to go kind of where the blue coats are going, but I want to go on like the opposite side of the street.
Got it.
And I want to take out one of my pistols, and I just want to do a sky shot to try to draw some.
Just in where people can see you.
No, like in an alley, but opposite from where they're kind of congregating.
Understood. Okay, I got it. I'm not even gonna make you roll anything for the shot, but people are gonna be closing on you. You're aware of that, right?
I'm aware of that.
Okay. You just
Taking
take
a
out
hit.
your pistol, blam, and Falka and Zeal, you would notice as you're looking around from your little hiding spot, a lot of the blue coats, not all of them, but a lot of them peel off and go in the direction of where this new shot was.
Okay.
And Warden, you would have blue coats coming right in your direction. What are you doing
Actually-
about that?
I'd like to make a flashback.
Okay.
Oh.
I would like to shoot myself in the arm.
Okay.
Okay.
In what?
And I am going to feign like I was also the third victim in this murder. And they failed
Okay.
and they ran the opposite way.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
I'm not going to make you roll. Actually, I'm just going to have you roll a fortune die. And I'll give it an extra one. And this is only for how convincing does this setup look? Do you understand what I mean? Like,
I
does
understand.
this look self-inflicted or does it look like someone did this to you? And I'm just going to roll that now. I think 2 die seems fair for this, yes?
I'd say 2 die.
Okay. Cool.
Ooh, a 6 and a 1.
So before we get to Falka and Zeal's sneaking out, blue coats come over to you. Since you're and now you're trying to make yourself visible, I assume you're just like on the
Yes,
street.
I am stumbling out of the alley, my hand on my shoulder, trying to staunch the bleeding, and I'm trying to like point down the alley.
Got it.
From
And
where
then
I came from.
What do you do with the gun? Do you just like throw it away somewhere?
Yeah, I would pop off the shot and then like maybe find a sewer, like a manhole or a sewer duct, and just drop it in. I would think of this as I'm going to the area.
Yeah.
Do you tell them like who you see?
Hang
give
on,
them
I'm
a
not trying to
description?
get you. So I'm gonna say there's a few different things. Your finesse is gonna be a setup to you swaying the blue coats on this story. Just
Okay.
how well the gun is hidden will aid you in this, and the fortune roll for how effective. So if you want to roll finesse, it's going to be controlled because you have time to set this up, but this is just how well can you actually hide this given the hidey holes on the street.
Got it. And how much stress from the flashback?
Oh, I mean, it just happened. Like, I'll just say 0. It's fine. That you did that almost immediately.
Okay. So, for the finesse, I will push myself, and I'll incur a second die to incur 2 stress.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you the consequence.
So for sorry viewers, so let's go back to
that is a failure. Yeah,
let's go back to main. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is a failure. He rolled a 2. The consequence is, as the bluecoats come in, you've stashed this like in a vent on the side of a building, and as they come over, you're like, they ran that way, help me. The gun drops out of the vent and lands on your shoulder.
Oh fuck.
Would you like to resist that consequence?
I would like to resist that, yes.
Okay.
Oh, this is this is not good.
This is a rough one.
Excellent. So prowess. Yep. Okay,
nice.
Wow. No stress.
0 stress.
Oh.
So yeah, you don't have to suffer that consequence. The blue coats come over. I'm not going to give you the advantage of a setup on your sway, though.
That's fine.
What do you say to the blue coats as you're trying to convince them of this story?
What was the So Marlowe and what was the other guy's name? Brill. Not knowing they're dead, I think I would just be like, oh fuck, one of those damn family members. That stupid ass gang from across the river just shot me in the damn shoulder. Get him out of my neighborhood.
Okay, do it. I'm gonna say risky and standard. Oh my god.
Come on, Warden.
As you say this, you realize, and you can tell me if you would like to resist this also, you realize that one of the cops is a cop that you have tried to pay off before, but would not take your money, and recognizes you and is like, really now? So you wouldn't mind coming down to the station and repeating that again?
Bitch.
Sure, I'll go to the station.
Okay.
Warden.
We'll get back to that later as Warden is arrested.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
We jump back to Falka and Zeal. You are still stuck in the middle of Char Hollow. Not as many cops around you. Falka, you still want to lead a prowl group roll. This is going to be risky. Oh, hang on. I didn't set up the group. So I got to do that again.
Tracy's ready to roll.
She's like, I'm ready. So let me get rid of Enid, Velvet, Warden. All right, now you can do it. Okay. You do manage to get out, but as the net is closing, you're sneaking through, you're going on rooftops, and you realize that you guys are about to be cornered. You try to jump from one rooftop to another, and you manage to make it across. But Zeal doesn't quite make the jump. He ends up grabbing the ledge of the building, and he is now hanging off the side.
Oh, shit.
And is falling. Blue coats walking on the ground below.
I want to try to grab him and pull him back up.
Yeah, I
Okay.
try to pull myself up.
Yeah, I'm not going to make you roll for this. The blue coats don't notice you. You manage to pull them up and get out the rest of the way. Well then, that was something.
It's close.
Damn. Yeah, that was really close. The gunman? You had to just... I thought we were trying to just come out with our blades.
He was a trained assassin. I didn't think I could take him one-on-one. And
Well,
once we shot one of them, it was no point in using knives on the other.
I guess so.
They threatened our people.
Yeah, I know. Look, I think we did what we had to do, but we should probably make sure the rest of the group is all good.
We need to make sure that we are good first. If we want to keep them safe, we need to get back
Yeah.
to the hideout.
Yeah. Let's go back.
We will fast forward and bring you all, except Warden, back to the hideout. And we will
Oh,
deal with
no.
that in a little bit.
Oh no.
Enid and Velvet, you were there before anyone else. What are you guys talking about as you're waiting for the rest of the crew to get back?
My
Velvet.
f***ing hand! Ugh.
Oh, I'm sorry, did I grab too hard? Oh,
No.
oh, what's wrong with it?
She shows you the cut.
What's that from?
Real.
Oh, slimy bastard.
I hope Zeal got him.
You think the boss? You think everyone's all right? Do you think the boss is all right? Do you know what he was planning and everything?
No. I don't know. I wish he had just come with us. It was a stupid idea for him to go alone.
That was. What if something bad happened? Should we look for him or something?
Let us wait a bit.
Oh. Alright.
You guys wait 30 minutes talking, still no one is back.
Oh God.
She is just pacing in the front room.
Velvet, I don't like this. I don't like it one bit. We should go and find him.
What good would it do?
I don't know. Maybe. What if I sent a ghostie to go find him?
Could you do that?
Maybe. I've been practicing. Maybe it won't go bad like last time.
If you,
You
think
could
you could do it.
do that. Well, you could try to do that. It is within the realm of possibility.
I gotta know.
You're right, it's been too long.
Right, but if things go wrong, things could go wrong.
What if we use that as a last resort? Maybe not yet.
Alright.
Especially if you are upset already. It may
Well,
not be a good idea.
Alright. Just but how much longer until we. Oh, wait. But if it's another hour, I'm gonna call the ghostie.
You wait another 30 minutes. The door bursts open as Falka comes dragging Zeal a little bit with a few scrapes on his leg and blood on his pants and shoes, but they otherwise seem okay, just a bit winded.
Falka, Zeal! She runs over to the two of you.
Like, give him a hard pat on the back as we walk in. Oh, we made it back.
Yeah,
Oh, and blood.
we're
though.
back. Well, not as much as the other guys.
Well,
Did Warden find you?
I thought he was with
Warden,
the boss. What's the boss?
He went after
where
you.
is he?
you. He went
We shouldn't have done that.
after us. We didn't see him.
You clean up. I'm going. She will storm out the door.
Oh, come on, with. Don't leave me behind.
Wait.
Ugh. What?
We should be smart about this. They might be looking for our crew.
Mhm.
They are definitely looking for you. And she looks you up and down. You are covered in blood.
Did you leave a trail or anything like that?
Hopefully not. We had a couple of them tailing us and might have seen us.
Oh.
But we left no trace of ourselves. We know these streets.
Yeah.
We got back fine. So we'll clean up. Maybe we'll put a word out from some of the people that we know if they've heard anything. Make sure that the Bluecoats aren't looking for us in particular.
Fine. But I'm not on blood duty this time. You've got to mop up whatever's left behind her, so. Every time.
Of course. This is my mess. I'm sorry.
Before we cut to the end, I need to resolve this impromptu score that just happened.
Oh no.
First, we'll get to heat. I would argue that a murder in the street during the day is wild, devastating exposure. Would you all agree with that?
I would say so.
Yep.
Well, hold on. Did anybody see us?
Isn't it always nighttime?
Um,
Technically?
Wouldn't it matter who they saw? Could have been anybody pulling those triggers.
It could have been, except for the fact that you guys did go sneaking through. Still, a lot of regular citizens could have and did see you, even though the cops did not.
But this is our neighborhood.
This is your neighborhood. However, you don't own every citizen in Char Hollow. Yes? Someone may talk to the cops, and you guys will have a chance to deal with that. But there's certainly nothing quiet about what you did. If you'd like to argue that it is loud and chaotic instead of wild and devastating, I could perhaps accept that.
I would
But it
say
is
loud and
definitely-
chaotic. It was definitely loud and chaotic. It wasn't devastating.
Okay, yeah, you
It-
did
it was-
blow
it-
up a building.
It wasn't an explosion. It wasn't in view of people. Yes,
Okay.
people saw Lurk and
Nobody
Falka
saw-
skulking around, but that's probably a regular Tuesday for them.
Okay, so I'm adding 4 heat for that. I have to add another 2 because killing was involved. So that is another 2.
How
Thankfully,
much? How much heat is a lot of heat?
If you
There's
go
a max of 9.
if you go to 9, our gang is wanted level 1.
Yeah, you tick the
Oh,
wanted
God.
thing.
Okay.
And I have to add 1 more
Oh my god.
because you are absolutely now at war with the family.
Well, just like GTA,
So you
we'll
are
get the
up to
stars
8
down.
heat.
It's fine.
Oh shit. That was so fast.
You know,
Wait,
Falka-
isn't that? Okay, yeah, that's 8. Okay.
We need to lay low for a while.
You know, we talked about the stabbing and the stabby stabs a while ago. I thought.
And now I need to roll entanglements.
Mm-mm.
Oh no.
And I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna do
Public roll.
No, I don't like
Maybe I
this.
should have. Maybe I should have used the knife. I just.
That's what
I was
I always
mad.
use.
Too late now.
This is why I don't use guns. They're loud, messy.
excellent, wonderful.
Yes.
I don't like that. I don't like the sound of that.
Cool.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
You guys can keep having this conversation. Let me know whenever you're done, and we will go to Warden in jail.
This might be really bad for us. I don't know if should me and Zeal stay back for a bit if you guys are gonna head out, or if you're gonna head out, Velvet.
I think you should hide for a while, and we'll be on lookout.
All right. This.
Is there anybody that we can send out, any of our contacts that can see if they saw what happened to Warden? Anybody that we know? Do we have a contact at the Bluecoats? Does any of us have a
You do.
connection there?
You have a few. I know for a fact you have LaRose. I'm not sure if there are other ones. That is your gang contact. Does anyone else have contact with the Bluecoats?
My best
I
friend
don't
is a
think so.
blue coat.
Yes, who is that?
That is, give me a second.
Of course. Your best friend would be a blue coat.
Jaren.
Jaren, yes.
Okay. But you cannot tell them that. Does anyone else have contact with the blue coat other than Jaren or LaRose?
Not a one.
Well, would I not know my brother's best friend?
You might know him by name.
But he's not
you
a
might have
contact.
seen him, but you certainly aren't, you know, buddy with him. But yeah, I could say you know him by name and reputation.
I guess what I'm curious is if I said, "Hey, you know me. I'm your best friend's brother. We don't know what happened to Warden. Do you know anything?" I know he's not my contact, but is there a way that I could make use of his contact in that context?
Sure.
Specifically?
These things are happening relatively simultaneously. I will ask you guys, do you want me to jump to Warden and Jail first, or jump to you finding Sharon?
Let's jump to
Up to
Warden.
you guys.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please hold.
Please hold. Time to go to jail.
Warden,
Yes.
you are handcuffed in jail.
Yes.
Damn.
The rest of you are not yet here.
Yeah.
You don't hear anything for a while, several hours in fact. Eventually, you hear slow footsteps wander down to your cage as your buddy, and if you want to bring up his art on screen, LaRose comes to talk to you.
Give me 1 second. I will bring him up. Oh, that's big. 1 second.
That's what she said. Sorry.
Oh, you beat me to it.
1 second. Ba 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 ba.
Okay, George.
Ba, 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 ba.
Oh. He's cute.
Oh, wow, he is a little cutie. He looks like Alfie.
Also, this art done by our very own Momo B.
Thank you, Momo B.
He made a little Alfie
A little,
cutie.
a little Alfie cop, you know?
Alfie cop.
Oh,
Hashtag
God.
Alfie cop.
Laura says, well, I gotta say, you really fucked yourself this time, my friends.
LaRose, I don't even know why I'm here. I was assaulted. They have no proof. Obviously there were cops in the square when the first shots rang off. I went to go investigate. I was accosted by one of them as well.
Yeah. Hang on a second, my friend. We're still in Duskfall, right?
Of course we are.
Yeah, okay. So, doesn't matter if you did it or not. You know how this goes. You gotta give me 3 coin, or this is going before a magistrate.
3 coin, huh?
Yeah. That's not for me. I don't give a shit, but it's a lot of cops you waste a lot of time for, and they've got a lot of hookers to pay for. So, you doing this, or are you gonna take your chances?
What am I looking at?
I mean, a few weeks in the slammer. I mean, you know, you get the right judge, you'll be out in a few weeks. You get the wrong judge, you could be out in a few months. You know, they could try to charge you as an accessory, or they could just, you know, accessory after the fact, or you were part of it, you know? You want to roll the dice?
Not particularly. I'm not too friendly to people in jail at the moment.
You got, you want me to go get your crew? They looking for you? They know you're in here?
You know LaRose, or you know Jaren. Go,
Y-
yeah. Go
You want me
get
to work it out with Jaren?
Go to Jaren, talk with him, see if maybe quid pro quo, maybe he can help you out with something, and we can lower that 3 coin to something else.
All right, hang on. This is, gotta say, even for Dustfall, this is a new thing. You want me, a cop, to go to another cop to get a favor for your drug dealing bunch of criminals. That's what's happening right here.
LaRose, my guy. Drug dealing. We're simple. Simple
entrepreneurs, businessmen.
Simple import-export business.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna tell this story down at the tavern for a long time.
Oh boy.
But yeah, sure.
Okay.
We'll do that.
LaRose, before you go, how about this? Drinks on me for a month at the bar. We lower it to 2 coin.
Oh, man.
I'll even throw in top shelf alcohol. Not that well shit.
I would say that you are swaying him, yes?
I guess I'm just like talking to a friend. Like how could we spin this to consort? Yeah, like I'm not trying to. I mean, I am trying to sway him, but I'm also just like talking to a buddy.
Yes, I would say that is fair. So here, how about this? I will say it's either consort standard effect or sway great effect.
Ooh, okay.
Risky either way.
I'm gonna do consort standard.
Okay. All right, but no more fucking gunshots, all right?
Like I said, I had no idea who that was.
Fuck you, man.
Oh, LaRose, don't leave like that. Come on, we go way back.
Who's got it? Falka, Zeal, who's got the cash, man?
It's at the office.
Okay.
They'll
I'm gonna swing
have
by
it.
the office then.
All right.
Fucking pain in my ass. All right. He leaves, and you guys find he goes back to you actually meet him just outside of your lair, in your turf in the common, so I'm going to send us all there in a second. Please hold. Your call is very important to us.
Please hold. The encounter is loading. There we go.
Zeal, have you changed your pants?
Please say yes.
I am. Yeah, I would immediately have changed. I mean,
okay, cool.
Yeah, that's the first thing I'm doing.
Awesome. Let me change the music up a bit. This is too foreboding now.
How about you put that gun away, Zeal? still got your gun out.
Hey.
I still got my booze, all right? Like...
LaRose comes up to you and points a finger in your face and says, "Motherfucker, your brother is a pain in my ass. You know that?"
What trouble did he get into? Drink too much again?
He
Does he owe
lowers his
money?
voice and he's like, "Which one of you offed Brill and Marlowe, huh?" All right, I'm just kidding with you. I need the 2 coin though.
Do we have 2 coin?
I think you have exactly.
We
2
have
coin.
exactly 2 coin. I think Velvet might have 1 from pickpocketing Huxley, but
That is
Oh, yeah.
correct. Otherwise, yes, you have exactly 2 coin.
Nice.
Hey boss, was this the part of your brilliant plan to cost us 2 coin?
This was like keeping away from LaRose's ears. This was part of my plan to protect our friends and family.
Right.
I'm sorry. Did you say 2 coin?
Yeah.
That's not a bad
She looks
deal.
at Zeal like, just pay them in already.
Normally it's 3. Yeah, I guess we'll take from the coffers and pay the blue coat.
All right. LaRose would eventually show up with Jaren, and they would each take a bag. Warden. LaRose comes back to the prison a few hours later and is like, pleasure doing business with you again, friend. Watch your back, all right? This is not going to go away.
Thank you, LaRose. I appreciate your hospitality.
Yep, all right. Back to Night Market with you, okay?
I promise our import-export business will not draw any more eyes.
Awesome. A few hours later, you all end up back at the lair, finally.
Oh god.
Okay.
Just to set the tone for this conversation, normally we don't count money in Blades in the Dark because it is assumed that you will do jobs in between, and your downtime activities covers that time. However, you guys have already done all your downtime activities and you're now out of money. So
Damn.
just to
Right.
set the scene, okay? You guys are all back at the lair, but you were broke as a joke.
Well,
Did that not count as another heist
not
since
broke.
since we rolled for consequences there?
No.
You have to try.
But you guys take it away. You've got a lot of talking and decisions to make.
Boss, it's not my place to question your strategy, but was that really how it's supposed to go?
No, Enid, that is not how it was supposed to go.
Falka laughs at that.
Right.
But I've done jail time before, and one person captured versus 2 murdered is a win in my book.
Oh,
Murdered.
Murdered.
We would get murdered for that shit.
It's being caught next to 2 dead bodies by the Bluecoats. Yeah, they'd beat the shit out of you and probably break your face, yes. You have to remember the Bluecoats in this city are just as much a gang as we are. You make them do their job, they get unhappy.
Warden, I'm sorry. I let it get away from me.
Did you kill him at least?
I think we did. Yeah.
No. You don't think you did. Did you kill
no,
them?
he's...
I mean, he blew his brains out, so I'd say yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he's pretty dead.
Alright, we don't need that coming back to bite us in the ass.
pretty dead. Did he leave a ghostie behind? I mean, I've never heard of.
That could be a problem.
But I suppose we need to prepare for the outcome of this. Like, what were you thinking? Just shooting them in broad daylight.
Wasn't right. what
I
they
know
did.
I know I'm your big brother and supposed to watch out for you, but you're not a child.
Wasn't right what they did. Shouldn't have threatened Clyra.
No, I agree, but threatening a barmaid is a lot less taxing on us than murdering 2 people in the street with pistols and then me ending up in jail. Next time, just use a bit more discretion.
It's just not the way things should be done.
You know we are going to have to pay for this, right?
Yeah, we're flat broke now.
Yeah, well,
I mean, in other ways.
Oh, of course, yeah. So
2 lives.
almost
They're going
3.
to come for 2 more. That is how it works, is it not? That's how it works in Eruvia. You take 2, you lose 4.
Well, there's 5 of us.
no.
Well,
At least one of us will be lucky.
I have an idea of who that would be.
I I need a drink.
Make that tea.
Make that 3.
All right, well, you can pour your own. My shoulder is hurting.
You shot yourself.
Yes, I shot myself, brother.
Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you before. You need to take level 2 harm shot and
shot yourself.
Shot in the shoulder for shooting yourself.
Shot through the arm, and you're to blame.
Nice. I got that way too slow, but that was nice.
And Velvet, you're hurt too. I didn't see what happened there.
Real.
One of
He
them-
cut me.
You did.
So much for friendship.
Oh, I should have shot him twice.
Did you at least make it quick? He was not so bad, you know. But they did make a move on our turf. That is unforgivable. But he was my friend for a while.
I'm sorry.
You
I
do not
lost-
have to apologize. You did what you needed to do. Granted, you went, maybe a little harder than I would have. Threats are one thing, but acting on them immediately are another. Are you alright?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Sure.
Yes.
Zeal, if you want your room back, if you want to break from Mr. Bird, you can have it.
No, it's okay. Maybe I deserve that tonight.
Oh, all right.
So,
Alright.
6 stars, I'm going to kill more of the family. She looks down at her hand.
I like that.
how many of them can there be?
There are a lot more than you think.
More than us.
Definitely.
But once we sell this Quicksilver, we'll have some money coming in. Maybe we can hire some more bodies.
Do you really think we can move product like these?
I think we can.
I talked with Enid's friend last night, or however long it was ago.
Yeah, it was. I think it was actually last night. Actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sheesh.
they made a good impression, as I usually do. But they have a contact they'd hopefully introduce to us, and at the end of the day, people that see ghosts need Quicksilver. So.
It's true. I always keep some in my kit.
You do?
I do.
Oh,
One vial, only one. You never know.
only one.
I'm sorry, Hannah, your cat is just stealing the show right now.
I keep looking over at the cat. I really do.
Hannah and Bijan's name tags are in the wrong spot. I'm just
Oh,
noticing.
no, my bad.
Oh
All
no.
good. I don't know if it's been like that the whole time or just recently.
Oops.
While I just interrupted, the other thing, rule clarifications, you are going to get 2 rep for that. So that's cool, because,
Oh,
you know,
cool.
you guys are badasses
Badass.
who shoot
Yeah.
people on the street. But also because you're at war, I had to drop your hold. So you are now tier 0 with strong hold rather than tier 1 with weak hold. Which
Oh.
that effectively means that when going against things of higher tier than yourself, by default, it is harder. So sometimes lowered effect or other disadvantages, just so you know.
Sorry. A lot of negative consequences for that.
That's Blades, baby.
Okay, but it's been a long day. I'm in pain. I'm going to bed.
Right. Sounds like a good idea for all of us.
Nothing like a dusk volley in prison.
Ugh. Yeah. Doesn't sound great.
Well,
I have a question, GM. What are the
Yes.
are there potential consequences or negative effects of Velvet not staying in the hideout right now?
Yes. So anytime, especially you're at war, but anytime you sleep outside of the hideout, there is a chance something can happen to you. When you're at war, doubly so.
Uh-oh.
So when we got the gang, we have a secure hideout with sleeping arrangements. So we're locked down, but if you leave...
Having said that, you guys don't, I believe you don't have a hidden lair.
No,
So while
it
people
is-
do not know where it is currently, they could find out. So keep that in mind.
Don't like that.
All right. Get some sleep. I'm going to stitch this wound. I'll see you all in the morning.
Night, boss.
See you, boss.
All right. Everyone going to sleep?
I am going to bed. It's been a long day for me too.
Velvet will
Alright.
probably stay up for
you guys
just a little
murdered
bit.
people.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm not ready to sleep, but I'm not going out anywhere.
You guys can keep chatting.
Velvet's gonna pour herself a glass of wine because she's not ready to go to sleep yet.
Oh, well, if you lot are staying up, I'm staying up. I'll take a drink as well.
All right, what do you want? Since I'm already standing here.
Well, at least you served drinks. The other one didn't.
I'm a lot nicer.
Just an ale is fine.
And she will get you one. She's already getting Enid a beer.
Oh, you know,
She sees Enid inching closer.
just gripping. Just
Yeah, she'll hand it down to you.
Oh, thank you kindly.
Zeal grabs himself a ginger ale.
Velvet kind of looks at him like, really?
I don't drink anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Uh,
I will not comment on it anymore then. I did not know.
well, this might seem more believable now after these events, but not always so good at keeping control.
Maybe that is something we can help you with.
I hope so. Plus, I've done my fair share of drinking. Probably enough for a lifetime.
Not me. She waves her little wine glass and takes a big sip.
Zeal raises his ginger ale in a toast.
For now,
So?
we're all okay. For now. But we need to be careful moving forward. Much more careful than we've been.
Yeah. Do you regret it, Zeal? Now after we, what we did? Just curious.
Yes. Yes, I regret it. I regret putting us in this situation. I regret not thinking it through. Maybe we should have just beaten them up. Maybe I shouldn't have blown his brains out. Do I regret that they're dead? No.
a good way to think about it, I think. Ultimately, I think you made the right move. You know, it could have been bad for us too if we just beat them to a pulp. We could be sitting here worried that they're gonna come for us in the night. I mean, I guess we're still worried about that in a way, but I don't think you should be hung up on it too much.
Well, we were going to war one way or another, weren't we?
This is right.
We weren't going to give them the bar.
Do you think the ghosties will be vengeful, though? I don't know.
Probably.
That's what we have you for, right?
Oh, keep making ghosties for me, but not the good kind. Right. Work on the wards.
What are the good kind of ghosts?
I don't know. Talk about life, not life. You know, just ghosts that had a friendly end. You know.
I never thought of it that way.
I mean, they make for good conversationalists sometimes. Those are the good kinds of ghosties.
I'm not familiar.
I'll take you some time.
Sure.
I'll hide you from the bad ghosties for now.
Yes, we'll have to lay low, but we still have to move these drugs.
Oh, we'll see how it goes.
Warden will come up with a plan.
Oh, maybe I'll shoot the other arm.
Velvet cracks a smile for the first time in like a day.
I think that is a good time to take a 10-minute break. We will be right back the next morning and see what the Conduit are going to do about this situation. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just 10 minutes.
What are we?
Got our
Hey
bones
everyone,
together.
welcome back to Rise of the Conduit. Our party has just gotten away with the help of a little bribery with a double murder. And now we are coming back where they need to figure out what they're doing next. You all had a very cathartic drink together and some talking. In the morning, very early, you are awakened by a knock at your door. It is a very polite knock.
Warden will go get it. I'm sure he's up earlier than everyone else because he did go to bed earlier.
Awesome. Could you please prepare a special piece of art for us?
I can.
Roslyn is at the door when you open it.
Wrong. Give me 1 second. Pull this up. Roslyn is right here.
Oh.
Hello.
Eyes emoji.
This is the
Alright.
right place, yes?
Can I help you?
She looks around. I don't know how this works. Sarah sent me.
Yes, the woman from the graveyard.
How's she doing?
I
Jesus,
prefer to
Enid.
call it a park, but
The
sure,
park.
graveyard.
My apologies. Yes, the park.
Can I come in?
Of course. Please step in.
Wonderful. And she brushes past you, sees a lounge chair, and just helps herself and sits down. She then lights up a cigarette and kind of ignores you guys, just looking around.
We weren't expecting company, or I would have cleaned up a little bit.
Yes, okay. It's your turn to start talking now.
Well, if you're from Sarah, make sure you thank her for me. We are in the process of moving quite a bit of quicksilver, and I understand that people of your stature require the substance regularly. As you can see, we ourselves have a follower of your special ability.
Hi.
Ugh. So many words. We already have a supplier. Why do I go to you instead of just, using the stuff we already have?
Well, how good is your stuff?
She waves her hands.
Probably normal. Ours is superior in every way.
Well, give it a good whiff. It's the good stuff.
All right. Let's see it.
And Warden will go unlock the storage room, grab one vial, and hand it over to Roslyn.
She'll drop the cigarette, stomp it out on your dirty rug.
We have ashtrays.
And then grab the quicksilver. Zone out for a second. Yep, that's pretty good. You've got problems though.
Yes, I see word spreads fast.
Yeah, not fast enough to you. You know that that friend of yours, Hawksley, yeah?
I wouldn't consider him a friend, but yes, I know of Hoxley.
Well, it's a good thing you don't consider him a friend since he just sold you out to the Foghounds.
Should we know who the Foghounds are?
No. But you would vaguely know that the Foghounds are a group of smugglers.
The Foghounds, interesting.
Bijan, you're muted.
In what way sold us out?
Oh, he's no longer independent, and he told them where your who your supplier was, where you sell, and where your lair is. They do not like you very much.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think he was very happy with the attention on Charhollow. There was so much opportunity for good business. So, yes, your quality is good, but now I need you to convince me why I should switch my suppliers to someone who may not exist a week from now.
While Hoxley might be the middleman, we do have a direct connection with the supplier. You know,
We do.
We can honestly lose Hoxley altogether, and I wouldn't lose a wink of sleep. We go right to the supplier.
Like to do a group social role or individual social role?
What kind of social role is it?
I would say that you are consorting with her to build rapport more than anything.
We could
I'm okay helping Warden with this.
yeah, we can do a group one.
Okay. I am going to say that this is desperate, but standard.
Fair.
And I will remove Falka, Zeal, and Enid.
Well, what about connection to Sarah?
You guys are at war with two different gangs,
Yeah.
and they are very happy with their supplier.
Yeah.
Their stuff is better, but they have to damage another relationship to go in with you guys. So
Our stuff is better, right?
your stuff is better, but
Yeah.
you are a much riskier business partner right now. So I would say that is very desperate.
How about this? We're looking to. I understand we are a new supplier for you. Understandable that you're on the fence. Let's say we can give you our stash for a beginner-friendly rate. You trust us, we hook you up. A little, let's say, what's the word I'm looking for? A little, low barrier to entry, essentially.
Meaning you're going to give me a beginner discount or something?
Yeah, first-time buyer discount.
What's the price?
Our entire stash, 4 coin.
Make the roll, friends.
Dang.
Okay, give me a moment. That is a mixed success.
All right, we're so bad at announcing what the roles
Oh,
are.
yeah.
Guys,
I need to get-
reminder,
I need to
Oh,
reminder.
get
yes,
better.
correct.
Yes.
Yeah,
You're right.
give me a moment. I need to look something up in my notes.
Warden will just
Okay,
look over.
No, go ahead. Finish what you
I was
were
gonna say,
saying first.
Warden will look over at Velvet and just be like, "Thank you for the assist. You're much better with words in the morning than I am."
She'll get out another cigarette and light it and start smoking again.
Well, what if we sweetened the pot? You could use my services for something.
How about this? I pay 3 coin for this package, and I'll give you the last one if you survive this war.
Well, seeing how we are going to survive, I think that sounds good to me.
And I can borrow that one when I want to, as she points at Enid.
Oh, dang it.
For a single job.
One job.
Won't even be for a job. I need her. She could be useful in the business that we have here in Char Hollow. Or over in Char Hollow, since you guys are in Night Market right now.
What kind of business?
We're looking for something. That's all I can say.
Alright.
I
Good.
think that sounds good to me. So
You
3
want to
coin,
shake on it.
3 coin now. 1 coin if we survive this war. You get to borrow Enid, and we become your main supplier. Correct?
You're forgetting one thing. What happens if you can't keep up with our demand? What do I do then?
I think that won't be an issue. If your demand becomes too high, then let us know and we will source another importer.
She kind of gives you like a cheeky grin. I don't suppose you want to let me know who that is, do you?
Absolutely not.
You better
That's-
hope it wasn't Hoxley.
It wasn't.
He goes to shake your hand.
And as Warden goes to shake her hand, you see the tattoo on his neck start to writhe a little bit. And as he shakes her hand, the tentacle that's peeking out of his shirt, the tattoo of the tentacle, starts to wiggle as well, and a little drop of ink runs down his finger and into her hand.
Interesting.
Boss your tentacles out.
She goes, I like you.
A gift.
And then she flicks the cigarette over at Enid and says, well, now you can put it out in the ashtray you have.
All right.
Drop it off at the mansion, and I'll see you again in 2 weeks.
2 weeks it is.
And she leaves. You guys can add 3 coin, which I will do for you.
Who does she think she is?
Damn.
Flicking cigarettes at our crew. Where'd you find this buyer?
I don't know. She was kind of hot.
I agree.
You all right, Enid?
Am I from our inner workings, can we sense who that is?
Oh yeah, you know that's Rosalind she's a representative from the Dimmer Sisters.
That's
Okay,
one of the
so she
dimmers.
is- Got it. Ah,
Strange lot, but other than that, we have a buyer.
I thought we were on good terms with them.
I would take
We
that
are not
as
on good terms with anybody right now. You need to understand that, Zeal.
Yes,
She's got a point.
you're right.
We are still standing, and she left without drawing a weapon. I'd say that's pretty good terms.
I agree. But we could be better. It will improve over time. I am not trying to knock you, Zeal. But
No,
it is reality.
I understand.
I think I need to
It
go to
is
my
what it
room.
is.
I'm sorry, I need to head off. Sorry.
Enid, you okay?
Fine, just talk without me.
I am resolving this as a job. 3 coin there, 2 rep plus more. Whoever put it away, don't do that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all good. You do it
Whoever
for
put it
everyone.
away,
I
don't
thought
do
I was
that.
just hiding it for me.
No, it
Yeah, no, we all share the view.
Plus 2 more because they're 2 tiers above you. You're only gonna get 1 heat. You would normally get 0, but you're getting it 1 because you're at war with another faction.
Oh no.
So it is likely that someone will see you after you ask. What I would assume you would do is ask the gondoliers to transfer the drugs over to the sisters. Making the assumption.
I have a clock running about find out Hoxley's deal. I feel like that's kind of a moot clock now.
Yes. If you wanted to, though, you could still like try to find out where he lives and stuff. But otherwise,
Yeah,
I can kill that clock.
I was gonna say, can I transfer that clock progress into finding out about where he lives, more his contact information?
Yeah, that's
Which-
all fine.
Would have been a similar research goal anyway.
Okay. So now I'm making entanglement.
Oh no.
Do we have 9 heat?
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh.
Session 2, you guys.
Oh my
Session 2.
gosh.
Oh my god.
Is this the fastest point at which anybody has ever reached level 9
For
heat?
real?
Yeah,
No.
we hit level
Well,
9.
for us, yes, but people get it on the first session sometimes.
So we hit level 9 heat in our mini series after starting like a riot in a neighborhood.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
It took 3 sessions and we just did it in 1.5.
But you guys
here.
were thieves. That's
That's
a little
true.
bit different.
That's true.
Give me a second, as I need to. You guys can keep talking though, but I'm looking up entanglement now.
But Rosalind's gone now, right? She
Yes,
pieced out.
she's gone.
Okay.
She pieced.
Okay.
It occurs to me, with the situation that we're in, selling. You're muted, Chris.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, sorry. It might behoove us to figure out who else is selling Quicksilver. Maybe where they keep their supply from, where they get their stash from. And if we were able to consolidate our efforts, or maybe take one of them out of the game, even temporarily, might put us in a better position.
Zeal, we already have 2 targets pinned on our back.
Well, what if these are the same targets, right? And who's it? The Foghounds are already after us?
That's correct.
Well, maybe we find out where they get their supply from.
I think we need to focus on finding the contact first, of which I am very close.
Our smuggler for the Quicksilver, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
I did not want to say this everyone because sometimes need to know, but I think we're past the point of my needing to be subtle with everyone other than Warden. I know where the contact likes to hang out every week, and I plan on going there and spying on him.
Oh.
Okay.
And I'll give the description of the general vicinity of where that place is located, but I do not
In
give them the name
Silkshore.
of the pleasure
Okay.
house. I say it is in Silkshore, but I don't tell them precisely where.
Okay.
Well, maybe we should go learn more about him together. Despite my previous episode, I can be quite stealthy. I won't bring any pistols with me.
I think I should do this alone. if you want to insist, but you are looking
Nope.
a little haggard right now. Worse than me. I am also quite stressed out, but it might be cleaner if I am alone. She looks at everyone. Does anyone object?
Do be aware that we are wanted now.
Yeah.
The thing is, he likes to visit my turf. I am confident that I can do what needs to be done and get out safely.
Make sure you take a gondolier and keep a low profile.
Will do.
Don't walk around the neighborhoods.
I will try my best.
Okay. We are at downtime. So we are going to start with Velvet. You are indulging your vice, I take it.
Yes.
Give me
I gotta go
one.
see my mans.
Chris, I sure you already know what I'm going to say.
Yep.
So you can start to prep that while I get the location ready. And I need to find it.
I thought I had more than 4 stress for some reason.
It adds it manually. It adds it automatically most of the time, but sometimes you have to add it yourself.
Oh, yes.
Now, even though you guys' avatars are here, you're not actually
We're not here. Yeah.
No, none of you are here.
We're not.
This is
following
me
you.
time.
Everybody hide in the wall.
We're not looking.
As Velvet goes in, and you see he's behind the counter whispering to the merchants, and then wandering over to help a customer when he sees you, and he smiles. Velvet, darling.
Monty, I missed you.
Oh, I miss you too. You staying out of trouble, being well.
Mostly. She tries to kind of not draw attention to the bandage on her hand.
He looks down, looks you over. Well, it's all right. I made you something.
You did?
Well, I actually made you a few things.
Oh, I'd love to hear that.
He pulls a few dresses. He goes to a back room, has a few dresses, and hands you a rack. And he's like, you can try out which one you want to wear tonight.
Tonight? Where are we going? Are you going to tell me?
It's a surprise.
Oh, I love surprises. And she is going to pick out, I assume, like, after years of seeing one another, he knows what she likes. So she's probably going to pick out some kind of, like, exotic Eruvian silk dress. Something very form-fitting that kind of fans out at the bottom a little bit.
What's your color? Red, green, or black?
Ooh.
I'm gonna say green.
Yes, with
Okay.
the eyes.
You
Yes.
wear a very close hugging, form-fitting green dress that shows off all of your curves in all the right places.
Yep.
Come out. It's like, I knew you would take that one.
You know me so well.
Thank
Hey,
you for
thanks
the
for the raid.
Thank you for the raid.
Raiders, welcome in.
Now, I was going to take us to a nice little restaurant over in Silkshore, and then I figured we'd stop by the club for a little bit for a nightcap before we head back to my place. Does that sound nice to you? Unless
Oh.
you had something special in mind.
Oh, I mean, no, I think I'm good. It's not GM. It's not Friday right now, is it?
Is Friday relevant in some way?
Relevant to where the contact is going to be in Silkshore.
Let's do a fortune roll and find out if it's Friday.
Oh God. Okay. Don't sing the song.
I'm sorry.
If it's one, it's Friday.
Tracy had to mute herself to prevent herself from singing.
Okay.
Not Friday.
Not Friday. Okay, so she feels free to hang out then.
Okay.
She will say, "That sounds like a lovely idea."
Let's I'll finish up here and then we go, darling. And he checks on the other customers while you're just waiting around, checks up with the rest of his staff, and then grabs you by the arm and whisks you into a electroplasm powered carriage.
Fancy.
So
Like she hasn't been in this thing a million times.
Yeah. So, how have you been keeping it together lately?
I don't know, honestly.
Oh, someone giving you trouble? Anyone you need me to sick the hounds on for you?
Depends on which hounds.
Well, it depends on the trouble.
Oh, I like to keep those things separate.
Well, as long as no one's gonna cut up that beautiful face like they did your poor arm.
I was hoping you wouldn't notice.
Oh, darling, you know I notice everything about you.
Well, if it makes you feel better, the bad man who did it is not a problem anymore.
That does make me feel better. I don't suppose you'd like to think about taking me up on my offer, would you?
Which one?
Well, you don't have to live a double life, you know. I could take you in, stay with me more often, just rest at home where it's safe.
But I have more time to think.
Of course, but I already know the answer. I see that longing in your eye for places that I can't give you and people that I'll never know. It's all right. Let's just have a good time tonight.
Yes, let's.
You guys go, have a nice night. He takes you out dancing at the club, and you go back for a spicy night of romance back at his place.
All the romance.
He buys you whatever drinks you want, anything you see, window shopping, just hands over money, everything that makes you happy. When you get to the room, he has several bouquets of flowers that he's picked out for you. And you lose yourself deep into the night. You can make your vice roll.
Okay.
For luxury.
Alright, fingers crossed that I don't overindulge. Shit.
Well. So much for that.
That's overindulgence.
Excellent. In the morning, as you try to get out of bed, he grabs your wrists and says, "You know, it'll heal a lot faster if you stay here with me."
I guess you're right.
And you are,
Missing,
it's,
mysteriously?
you are having a bed day, week perhaps, with Monty.
Ooh. Okay.
As you make up for lost time. What are the rest of you doing? And keep in mind, you are at war. You only get one downtime unless you pay a coin for it. Anyone else have a downtime thing they would like to do?
I want to heal this shoulder.
Okay. If I am trying to remember right, the rules for healing without a physiker. Give me a second.
Open up
If you
the
have
wiki.
it in front of you, Chris.
Yep.
Okay.
Recovery is like a long-term project. Your healer rolls tinker for a PC with the physical special ability or the quality level in NPC. Then you make a number segments.
That's right. And it's 8 ticks or 6 ticks per harm.
It is. It's a long term. I don't see how big the clock is.
Give me. It
Well-
should be in your harm section, I think. But sorry, I just took us to the map. So my bad on that.
All good.
97 is where it is. Apologies, everyone.
We had a doctor in
Oh,
our
goodness.
previous game.
Yes. So that's cohort healing. Recover, get you. Okay, I believe it's 6, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
I'm
Is
fine
it not
with
on your
6.
sheet?
4.
Okay. Is it 4? Do you see that somewhere, Tracy?
Yin's, Professor Yin's in chat said 4.
Okay.
He seems pretty, pretty.
I know Yins has played this.
Yeah,
before.
expert Blades in the Dark.
Okay. Okay, I think he's right. Okay, so you can just roll straight, and you get an extra die for tier, but you guys are at 0 right. So it's just gonna be straight roll.
It's on
It
the
is
sheet.
on the sheet. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say I think it's in your harm area. Okay. Yeah,
Harm.
so
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't see it. But
oh, it's on. I see it. Yes, it is. If you go to progression, it's there.
progression.
And then there's healing. I just filled it in by mistake.
Reduce harm by
accidentally.
1 level. Got it.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna roll the 1 die. Oof. Just the 1.
Okay. Well, that sucks.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Man, not going great.
Maybe we shouldn't have murdered some people.
Next.
Dress boy.
Did
Anyone?
you say stress boy?
Yeah.
I need to complain to my
Need to go.
ghosties.
All right. Let's take you to. I'm gonna drag everyone again.
Wait, what does it mean when you fail a roll to heal? Does he
You
still
get
heal?
1 tick on the clock, on the healing clock.
Yeah, it was a... So it is healing, but it is not healed.
Correct.
Flick cigarettes in my face, do you? Will ya? Alright, yeah. I'll see
You
if
come to the
like it.
park with one of your spirit bottles from the lair with a ghosty in it, and Sarah is sitting there in her spot like she usually is. Oh, I need to get music, which is not playing currently. Oh, hello, Enid.
Hi, Sarah.
I heard the news. You're not doing too well right now.
Oh, did your friend tell you that?
Everyone knows.
I should be used to it by now, but people flicking things in my face and...
All right, Enid. Tell it to the ghosts, all right? I'll make sure they don't hurt you.
Thanks. Yeah,
And
ghosty.
you uncork the bottle, and the spirit comes out. You're not afraid of it, but here, give me a sec. Why can I not find one? It's all right. You can roll. You can roll and/or act out what you want to say to the spirit as it is just hanging in the air there.
How do I roll for this?
Are you looking for a
Just-
ghost?
Yes, I am.
I got you.
If you have one handy. So this would be your vice roll, but you can just talk about what you say to this ghost.
it's been a while. I know we talk about this a lot, and you're a really good listener. I know you didn't talk much, but I'm tired of how people see me sometimes, you know? That I'm worthless, or that they can just... I don't know, sometimes I feel like it's only the ghosties that see me, like you do. Right? But I don't know. I just wish someone saw me for me and not what I look like or what I can do. You know? You get it. You get it. Yeah. I might just need to sit for a bit, but I appreciate your company.
Kind of weaves in the air around you.
Oh, you're good at meditation.
Sarah's literally just sitting there filing her nails.
Oh, let me roll. Let me actually roll.
Oh no.
It's not good.
Actually, it could have been really bad. You could have overindulged, and then we would have had 2 people down for your next job.
Ah, okay.
Bijan or Tracy, do Falka or Zeal want to do anything during downtime? You guys can also talk about your next moves before you decide what downtime activities you want to do, since you currently don't have a next move right now. But up to you, totally.
I mean, I'm definitely going to go visit the Church of the Weeping Lady.
Ooh.
Okay. Also, I just want to, Mandy, this is a question for you before we go to the
Yes.
House of the Weeping Lady.
Yes, of course.
I'm going to give you a choice.
Ooh.
I made the choice for you, and I don't like that I made the choice for you.
Oh,
I was
okay.
going to have your character vanishing for a few weeks because it made sense. But I'm going to give you a choice. The options are: you can attract trouble in some way for your overindulgence. You could talk about the situation your gang is in with Monty, which will generate more heat. You could basically just, you know, have a week-long fuckfest and be lost for a while. Or, and I know you're not going to choose this one, Monty has had enough and cuts you off.
Dang.
No. Absolutely not picking that one. Not by a long shot. Oh, that's tough.
I did not
I
like
think-
that I made the choice for you. So
I,
you can
I
choose.
felt it was appropriate to the situation, her just disappearing and being lost for a little bit, so I think we can stick with that.
Okay, just want to
Yeah.
make sure that you're good with that.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Cool. We are going to a new location. The House of the Weeping Lady. As you go in and see low lighting, candles, no real electroplasm sources, very bleak. The poor and injured gathered around various tables, chefs providing basic food necessities to the homeless. And you see at the altar up top, Mother Narya whispering a quiet prayer, people in the room listening. Let us not reach out in anger for those who have wronged us, or those who seek to do us harm, but be thankful for the friendship and all of the blessings that we get on a normal basis. Let us remember those who showed kindness and generosity to all those around us, and keep that in mind as we venture forward into the cold and dark night. She
Zeal
nods
would,
you and nods politely.
Yeah, Zeal would have been a couple paces back, listening to the words as he usually does, and he would give her a nod when she catches his attention, and he would walk over to a corner where they keep the broom, mop, cleaning supplies, and he would just silently grab the cleaning supplies and start sweeping up. He would start cleaning up around the place, kind of just helping out, tidying up, making things a little bit nicer around here. They have a lot of need for help here, and he does what little bits that he can to help out.
Narya will actually grab a broom and start sweeping next to you, and she'll just say, also, does she know you by name, or does she only know you by Zeal? That's totally up to you.
She would know me by Zeal. She would not know my name.
Okay.
But I've been here enough over the past months. This wouldn't be the first
you know
time
each
we've
other.
spoken. Yeah.
Good to see that you're okay. I thought after what I heard, you wouldn't be.
Oh, you heard.
Everyone's heard. What are you gonna do?
Just keep moving on. What else can I do?
You're too good for this life. People here need you. Who's gonna help patch the holes once you're way down in some canal? I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. It's not right. I'm grateful for your help always. I've just been worried.
I appreciate that. But I'm not too good for this life. This is the life I've always had. She was too good for it.
It wasn't your fault.
No.
It wasn't anyone's fault. It's Duskfall.
Oh, there are people to blame. What you were saying before. How do you do that? To not retaliate in anger. And that's all I feel from the moment I wake up. The moment I put my head on the pillow, that's all I feel is anger.
You know, this expression usually goes when you set out on a quest of revenge, dig 2 graves. I think you need to dig 3, because your brother will be laying there beside you. How do I let go? These people, she gestures around, they need me. And if I chase down every scoundrel and politician and student and noble that wronged me, then how am I supposed to face all of these families when they'll have nothing left? My vengeance is unnecessary compared to the good that I can do. And that keeps me going.
Don't get me wrong, Mother, you do a lot of good here. And I'm glad to help when I can. But you put band-aids on wounds, you don't stop them from getting hurt. You patch them up after the city has taken its toll on them. Three graves is not going to be nearly enough.
Jesus. She pats you on the back. Bless you, Zeal. I hope I see you next time.
Is there anything else I can do? Is there any dinner that needs to be cooked? Anything?
If you want to help the chefs, go right ahead, honey. I'll always take your help. You help patch a few holes in the wall, do a few repairs, cook dinner, say hi to some kids, maybe play with them for a little bit, for a few hours until you feel like, you're needed elsewhere. And you can roll your obligation.
All right.
Unfortunate.
Wow.
Well, I know what I'm doing with my second downtime. I'm pulling a double shift.
We
at the
only get
church.
one because we're at
You
war.
only get one, you're at war.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But I will say this is a group decision. You can spend a coin or a rep to get an extra one.
What is rep again?
Rep is what is required to raise your crew tier. You currently
We only have 4 right now, I think.
No, you actually have 8.
Oh.
8 out of 12
Where do we see
What?
this?
on the crew sheet. If you had it up, it's because I've changed it. You just close it and reopen it.
How do you open
Yeah, where's the crew sheet?
So the
It's-
top
oh,
right,
the
the
little-
I
purple
see it.
man.
Yep.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, I see.
Purple man in the top right. Got it.
So if you would like to spend either a coin or a rep to let Zeal have another downtime, which objectively speaking he probably needs to clear stress,
And
but
I
up to
can't
you
like
guys.
give him my downtime because Falka doesn't really have much that.
unfortunately
do?
no.
Okay.
And where do I see the rep though on this sheet there? I don't
On the very
see...
first page,
It should
on
be at the
main,
top above
at the top,
upgrades.
above all the turfs and upgrades. Look at Chris's screen. It's the orange bar on the left.
Oh, I don't see that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Let me look at Chris's
Oh, when you're looking at the menu where it says the conduit on the right, there's a little tiny icon.
Oh,
for
yes,
Yes,
for the
open
playbook.
crew
Yep.
sheet. Yes, you have to
That was
open the
hard to
sheet.
see.
Oh, I
Yep.
see.
Yeah, same.
We're
I
all learning
see.
together, you guys.
I did not
Hey.
realize you guys did not know how to open that. So you had a lot of hidden information. That has your contacts on it. That has how much coin you have, your
Wow.
wanted
Oh,
level,
wow.
your heat,
Oh yeah, look at that. That's
Ability.
really, really useful.
your cohorts.
Oh.
I did not know that none of you knew this existed. Okay, well,
And
we've learned together. It's a journey. Thank you. Yes.
I see. Okay. Well, look, I leave it up to the crew whether we want to spend a rep or a coin. I feel like we shouldn't spend a coin, but
Yeah, I don't think we have the coin to spare. Well, what is? So we spend 1 rep
What is
as
it?
the group, basically.
Yes, to give one person
Also-
an extra downtime activity.
it's not so bad to get a little trauma. You know, if I have to go over and stress out like that it's part of the game. Plus, once you get trauma, you get more experience because part of the way that you level up is engaging with your trauma. So it does.
You want trauma then?
Well, maybe just a little bit, maybe just one. You know.
There's
Or
give and
just
take
one
with
as a treat.
everything. Yeah. Okay. So you're good
I'm okay with
that?
not spending it if you guys if we all want to keep this our rep.
I mean, you have 8 stress.
You're
It's true.
close
If you
max.
push yourself, you will be out of a mission immediately.
And
So you can't push yourself.
although you
at
don't know
all.
that I'm out the next mission.
Yeah. And question, if I push myself and I succeed at the roll, would I succeed at what I'm doing and then be out of the mission? Would it be something that I could do
Yeah, I
as like a
think
sort
so.
of last ditch?
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I think we
You're
roll
rolling
the dice
literally.
and metaphorically here.
Okay.
What do you
Tracy,
group
Okay.
decision though?
Group
I'm not gonna.
decision.
So
Don't listen to me.
I mean, I'm down with giving you a coin. They put us back at 2, where we started. Like, I don't understand, like, how valuable, like, since we dropped down a tier, correct?
The biggest thing that coin can help you with is when you're acquiring assets. You can use coin to increase the quality of those assets or increase the results of a gather asset roll. So that is, other than getting more activities, I think that's the most useful way to spend coin. You also need it to bribe the cops.
Of course. Versus how, so looking at our rep, we went down a tier, you said, correct?
Yes.
But
Yes.
we are in the white of the rep, so we have a strong hold, but we're tier 0.
Yes.
How much rep did we lose?
You didn't lose any rep. You don't lose rep when you go down a tier. You just lose the hold, which is a representation of your overall quality, how sharp your blades are, how good your guns are, how good your equipment is, what your effectiveness is against other gangs, how useful your contacts are, that type of thing. As you raise in tier, it's assumed that all of that stuff is elevated. So
Got
right
it.
now, because you're at war, you're having to be more careful when you're out. You're having to take a lot more back roads. You're having to be more careful when you talk to people, etc. So
Got it.
the war
Got
is
it.
taking its toll on your time and your effectiveness.
Got it. Okay. So yeah, I'm down for giving you a coin. It puts us at 2. Look, I'm at whatever 5 stress as well, and my shoulder is still leaking. So
My opinion as the GM is you should probably take care of the stress a little bit, but it is a group decision. Do you want to put it to a vote? If you are against or neutral, keep your hands down, and if you're for it, put your hands up.
to
Let's
give
do that.
to give
To
Zeal a
give
coin.
him a rep or a coin. You can
Rep
decide
or
which
coin.
one after one. Okay, they want to help you. So now you guys
Bijan
need to
keeps his
decide-
hand down.
Now you guys need to decide if it's rep or coin that you want to spend on it.
I guess coin. I'm down for coin.
Yeah, we can always get more.
Okay.
True. Okay.
All right. We don't need to
Let's
RP
do
another
it.
session, but you just come back again a few days later, and let's set it up and hope it goes better. Oh, whoops. There we go.
Okay.
Ooh,
Clears.
okay.
Wow.
5 stress. Well, there we go.
Not bad.
That's a
not bad.
lot better. I would say that's worth. Tracy,
All right.
what is Falka
No
doing
trauma for
during her
Zeal.
downtime?
That's a good question. I really don't like. I'm not sure. I don't have
Okay,
much that I
then
need
let's-
to do.
So then instead, what we're going to do is I'm going to take you all back to the hideout,
Okay.
minus Velvet, who is not there.
Okay.
And you guys should talk about what your next move is before you spend your downtime activity. And
Yes.
you guys gather like about 4 or 5 days later after you made the deal with with Rosalind, and you have not seen Velvet since then. But you know that you were at war, you're having to dodge around, things are tense. What do you guys want to do and say to each other?
So what I'm wondering is, what is hurting us the most right now?
So I
Is
will
it our
say
wanted level? Is it just being at war?
in the time since you have heard it is very hard for you to do operations in the tavern. You're having to like be very careful when going across town. You know that the family has put out a hit on all of you and is trying to take care of you, and that the Foghounds are trying to backdoor your reputation and basically say, these guys, they don't have good product, they're not connected, Hoxley was their only connection to anything, they're running out, they're yesterday's news, the Conduit's done. all of that, I think, is more harmful than your wanted level. Your wanted level is more a representation of gang pressure and blue coat pressure for when you do jobs and accumulate heat. The response will be stronger based on how wanted you are. So it's not necessarily going to hurt you that much for now. So I would say the wars, and the fact the wars, you only get one downtime while you're at war, which is going to hurt a lot
Yeah.
long term.
So are we at war on two fronts, or just at war with the family?
You're at war with the Foghounds and the family. Now, you
Oh
did not
my.
know this before, but you will know that the Foghounds, for things I can't say, did not want you to get into the Quicksilver game, did not want you to gain a good foothold in Char Hollow. They don't want you around. They didn't want Huxley around. But after your war with the family broke out, Huxley decided, and you guys would all learn through the grapevine, Huxley didn't want anything to do with you guys anymore. Since you were one of his main clients, he's like, nope, I'm just going to go to the rivals, and I'm good. And basically his ticket in there was to give you guys up to them. Which now, if you guys check your sheets, you'll see Huxley is a rival, not a friend.
Got it. Got it.
Okay.
I mean, you could just train.
Yeah.
Well, you guys
but
should talk
what's our next
about what your
move?
next moves are, because you might
Yeah.
need the downtime to gather information or other things.
Yeah.
I have a question for context, just to maybe inform the scene a little better. Did everybody
Mhm.
agree to meet this night?
Since you
Like,
guys
including
sleep
Velvet?
here. Oh, I see
Yeah.
what you're saying. Yes, I would say that you guys are like, yeah, we'll take care of things, but then we need to have a meeting on this day. And
Okay.
yes, Velvet is not there.
Boss.
Do we know what we want to do next?
Well, we're not in a position to fight a war on two fronts, that's for sure.
No, we're not.
This Foghound shit came out of nowhere. I mean, at least the family was controllable. But I don't really know where to go from here. And that's me being honest. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Same.
So if you guys want actual game actions you can do to solve the war, you could try to broker peace. You could try to eliminate them. Those are basically the options. Or you could try to make more powerful friends to try to help you take them down. That's kind of how you have to get out of this. Think about this for anyone who has seen Peaky Blinders, The Wire. How do you solve a war? You either got to take them down, go get friends, or just bear through it.
This could be a situation of, enemy of our enemy kind of deal. I'm sure we're not the only people that they've
Yeah.
had conflict with.
True. We could try to get some information and find out who else.
Oh, you know who would be good at that? Velvet, but she's not here. Oh,
Yeah, where is Velvet? Has anyone seen her?
Probably out and about doing her usual business, as we know.
Who's
Is
drawn
Velvet
blocks?
very punctual on these type of meetings? Are there times where she's out and about and just shows up late or just misses a meeting?
I would say 8 times out of 10, she's pretty punctual.
But 20% of the time she's not.
No.
So it's not unheard of. This is not something that maybe we would be immediately super worried about that you're not here.
But
No,
we are at
she
war.
gets distracted a little bit easily at times.
True.
Yeah,
We
but we
are
are
at
at war,
war.
so it's a little heightened. The concern.
I hope she's not.
Well, we should find some sort of way to like give each other like a certain amount of time, and if we don't hear from each other, then that's when we know things are bad or something. Like maybe we give her the night, and if she's not back, then we, you know, start the search party.
That's true.
But
Regardless of what our next move is, we need to be together as a group. We can't have one of us out there in the wind. I mean, who knows what'll happen to her?
yes. So we're thinking perhaps then we try to get some friends who have the same enemies, basically.
Do we have any friends in high places? Who are you guys friends with? I only see you here.
Well,
I forget who my friend is.
got the ghosty connections. All kinds of ghosties.
Just as a matter of, you are friends-ish with the Dimmer sisters, and you did meet the contact, though you don't know how to find.
That is true, because we haven't filled in the clock.
Frank, all of my contacts are now neutral. None of them are friends anymore. Did that happen because of what I did? Did you change that?
Let me look at your sheet really quick.
Oh shit.
No. Who are you supposed to be friendly with? That was either a misclick by me or you.
I think it was Bazo.
I think you
Okay.
did choose Bazo.
Okay, then yes. I just fixed
Okay.
it.
Well, knowing Bazo, does he have any problems with either the family or the
That's
fog
a great question.
fog hats?
Foghounds?
Foghounds.
Foghounds.
I actually need to check, but it's
I
very
think Bazo's
easy.
just a criminal at heart. He probably has issues with everyone.
I bet you Bazo loves that I killed those two members of the family.
Well, you would know that the Lampblacks, Bazo's gang, are actually friendly with the Foghound.
Aww.
However, that's not necessarily completely bad. Just to throw an idea out there, you could ask Bazo to try to help negotiate a peace if you wanted to. Or you could try to convince him that you are a better ally than the Foghounds are.
I think that's worth pursuing in either direction. I don't
However,
necessarily.
Just so you know, and all of you would know this, there is a huge war in Crowsfoot right now that the Lampblacks are involved in. That doesn't necessarily mean this is a dead end, but it just means that's another situation that you have to navigate. Either trying to help him end his war in exchange for him helping you end your war. Something. There's a lot of things there, but you can navigate that one step at a time.
Well, they might have need for Quicksilver also. If they help us eliminate the Foghounds, that's one less seller on the market. Opens up more room for us to do business. And we give them a decent deal.
We're already selling to the Dimmer sisters. We don't have Quicksilver to spare.
If we take out the Foghounds, their connects will need another person to move through.
But we already made that deal. The Dimmer sisters are ours.
I think his point was more, correct me if I'm wrong, Bijan, that if you get rid of the Foghounds, whoever they sell to will need
Oh, got it.
yeah,
Got it.
and whoever they buy from is going to want somebody to move their drugs. So we will have options, either their seller or we offer it to Bazo.
Could we ask around though? I know a trafficker, like a spirit trafficker. Maybe they know about sellers and things.
You know a trafficker, Enid?
I think I do.
Like a human trafficker.
Spirit trafficker.
Oh, spirit trafficker.
Whoa, now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing that. But maybe they'd be helpful. I don't know.
I'd rather not get in with a spirit trafficker right now. That's just another headache waiting to happen. You really trust Bazo Baz? I hear he's quite vicious.
No, I don't trust him. But we've worked with him before. We're on decent terms. And he knows me from my drinking days. He likes me.
You know, I know it's not the greatest idea, but I could go to Jaren and I could go to the cops. I feel so dirty. Little rat.
Go to the cops and
Ask them to do their job.
I feel like that's about as good as your plan of shooting yourself in the arm. I don't think.
That part, though.
Yeah, it was a dumb idea. It was a dumb idea. Hey, shooting myself in the arm
Oh, yes,
saves
shoot yourself.
saved Zeal and Falka from getting murdered.
You save a foot for later.
Oh, before I forget, Chris, give yourself an extra experience for that.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
supposed
you
to
pulled
let
guards off of
and
us,
it's
so it made it
particularly
easier.
Bold or daring, I would say shooting yourself in the arm as a distraction as part of is bold or daring. Continue.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, Jaren and I go way back from, you know, when we first got here. I helped him. He helps me from time to time. I can point some fingers, but it makes me feel disgusting, so I really don't want to do it. I guess if Bazo is a choice we need to make, I hear the Lampblacks are quite nasty in their business, but if it's anything to get some heat off of us, whether from the cops or from these two gangs now, I'm down for anything. Falka, who are you friends with?
Well, I've got a. I think I actually do have. I know we were saying we don't have a doctor. I think I do. What's a physiker?
That's a
Physiker
doctor.
is a doctor.
I was like, why did they use a weird word? Why did they just say doctor?
Because they are super rare.
Oh.
Yes, they are very rare.
I've got rare friends and rare places, if that's what you want to know.
I don't want to know
know
more.
some-
That sounds terrifying.
I got somebody who can help patch us up if we ever get in a real big. Well, maybe you could patch up your arm.
I have a hole in my shoulder right now.
Well,
That would
I
have
know,
been
but
great to mention about 2 days ago.
It could have, that can heal itself. I'm talking things like, if you actually
Take a
can't
shot in the
walk.
gut.
Yeah.
I see.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. But I don't want to use him too much,
Well, hold on. What do you know about Bazo?
Oh, he's ruthless. He's charming. Can be a lot of fun if you're on his good side. He's scary as hell if you're going up against him.
So kind of like our Falka here.
Aye.
Is he a gambling man by chance? I've seen Falka in the pits before, and we can earn him a fair bit of coin if he bets on her. Or, Falka, you down to take a fall?
I like the way you're thinking. And if it gets us what we need to, sure, I'll rig a match. But know that I would probably win. I'm only doing it for, you know.
You'll
needs to be
fall on your dagger.
I'll fall on my ass.
Would Bazo Baz be... He seems like a betting man. He just... With a name like Bazo Baz...
It does,
He
actually.
absolutely is a gambler.
He's a blue... He was a blue-collared lamplighter. Like, he's a betting man.
Yep.
He knows his
We
way around the
have
rumors,
had our
I
share
think.
of... We've had our share of escapades, drinking, and at the pits, gambling, playing cards.
Well, I like where this is going. It's a good idea.
As long as you come out in one piece, that's all I care about.
I'll always come out in one piece. Plus, I got my friend to patch me up if it gets real bad.
That you just
Sorry
found out
that.
about.
Sorry about that.
Could have been
I just
useful when you were
remembered.
rolling.
I don't know what the hell a physiker is. Oh, that's a doctor. Oh, okay.
If you guys want to use a flashback to be like, hey, you called the doctor over, we can do
He'll
that.
be fine.
A flashback would incur 2 stress.
No, I would say this is 1 stress
Nah,
if you
he'll
want
be
to do
fine.
this.
I'm
Okay.
not okay. I have -1 dice until this wound heals.
Do you
A
want
I mean,
flashback is
Falka
only
has
one
one
stress.
stress. Yeah, Falka has 1 stress. I'm just
living
saying.
life.
You want to use the stress?
Yeah, I can take the stress.
Okay.
To flash back.
Okay, then
Okay.
Physiker, I believe they get an extra die when they heal, or no?
Let's see. Let's pull it back up. It will tell you. I don't know if it's only through of a player.
I mean, I'm essentially going to treat it the same.
Where did that...
It takes 2 stress, right? Yeah.
Where's the little wiki thing? Oh, it's in the downtime. Pop this out. Go to recover. Hit the wiki. There we go.
Yeah, plus 1d to healing treatment.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
So we can...
Cool.
So I'll roll 1 more die, because we already rolled the 1.
Got
and
it.
Add it to the previous one.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Yins is right. He is saying he is an expert, so it's +1 to the crew tier for yes. So actually, that would be another 2 die. So here we go. Also, thank you for pressure, Yins. For
Yes, Professor Yins, you
Yes.
are our...
because we are new to
Bless
the
our-
system,
thank
it's
you.
actually
Blades
very,
expert.
very helpful.
We are baby and need help.
Yes.
Okay, that is a mixed success instead, which is 3 pips,
Yep.
not 1. So just put it up to 3 instead of 1.
Will do.
And Falka already added the... Only add 1 stress for that,
Oh,
not
just
2.
one. Okay.
Yes, that's something, because it was something you could very easily accomplish. So instead of you trying to patch yourself up, Falka calls her doctor friend over, says help patch him up,
Got it.
and he does that no problem.
Thank you, Falka. Keep him on call. Hey, thanks to
Hey.
Bean.
Yeah.
Thank you,
That's a
thank
big
you, Panic, for
Aw.
gifting to Professor Yins. Thank you.
Baby Boris is the.
Yeah, I kept that in there.
So
Baby Boris. Okay.
I miss you, Baby Boris.
So it sounds like you guys want to have a conversation with Bazo Baz.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is, we got a good fighter here. Bazo might be a gambling man. He knows Zeal. Maybe either Bazo bets on Falka to win some coin, or he bets against her to take a fall. I leave it up to the group. Or leave it up to Falka, whatever she wants to do.
Well, I mean, my pride will tell me that I just want to,
Then start fighting. Start fighting.
be the one to win.
So
but
run me down the whole plan. Narrate this to me.
All right, Zeal, you go to Bazo. You're close with him. Say you got a promising new fighter. She's great. She's fantastic. She'll cut down anyone. If he wants to earn a little bit of coin, he can bet on her. I mean, how well known are you at the fighting pits?
I would say at this point she's pretty well known at the fighting.
Okay. As she pulls out a dagger, yeah, right?
Right.
Don't stab yourself, Tracy. Oh my god.
Prop dagger, prop dagger, prop dagger.
Twitch, don't.
Twitch, it's a
don't-
prop dagger. She's not threatening anyone.
It's actually a little mini sting from Lord of the Rings.
Is it a letter opener? Is it a Sting letter opener?
I think it is, yeah.
All right.
Badass,
So you win
honestly.
him a little bit of coin. He's all happy. He's giddy. He goes, "Thanks, Zeal. Thanks for the tip. Thanks for the coin. Nothing comes free in Duskfall. What do I owe you?" Maybe he's friends with the Foghounds. He gets them to step off our back a little bit, just for the time being. After that, maybe we can meet with the Foghounds, discuss future endeavors. Maybe not, but we can't fight a war on two fronts. That's my idea.
So we want to make peace.
Brother, we can't fight a war versus two gangs. I already know those pistols are reloaded and ready to pop off again. As soon as I heard the shot, I knew it was you. Why do you think I came running?
All right. It's a good plan. But one or two of you should come with me. Bazo likes to go out in a group and likes to have fun in a crowd.
Well, if he wants to see the goods, then I'm happy to go with you.
I'll make the introduction. But he'll might help to have some more faces there. Be more fun for him.
We can
Sorry,
all go.
Frank. Is it crows or lampblacks?
Sorry, lamp blacks.
Yep, just
I
one-
did
yep.
it wrong. Thank you.
Yep.
Like, you want us to go in a group, is what you're saying?
Well, you'll be fighting, but I think someone who, especially when it comes down to actually making the deal, asking him to help. I'll be our in, but I'm not very persuasive. He likes, and I don't
only we
drink
had our-
anymore.
If only we had our
It's gonna be
charmer with
weird.
us.
Yeah.
I need our charmer.
Whoa. Oh, I'll drink all the drinks for you, but I won't do much talking.
Oh, we're getting some fortune rolls.
I need to
Boy.
catch the war up to real time.
Oh.
Since
I
we're
gotta do a
since
few
we're
more.
involving ourselves.
Red Sashes beat the Lampblacks. No.
Well, perhaps your brother comes with us then. I mean, Enid, you could come as well.
I'm in a bit of pain, but
Oh, did
Enid, do you want to come with?
Oh, I'll tag along.
We're going to the fighting pits. Are you sure?
I'll just look away.
Okay.
Oh, Falka's terrifying, but... oh. Yeah, I'll be fine.
You'll be right, Enid. You've done it before.
Oh, it's getting close. So I'm watching this gang war fold out in real time.
Yeah,
Right?
seriously.
Oh no, they're
Rolls.
Also, for some reason, Bazo is listed as friendly on my sheet, and I don't think he's supposed to be.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think you both had Bazo as friendly, and so I think you picked someone. Do you have another friendly person?
Oh, if
I have two friendly people already.
So I think what
So
would
the-
happen. Yeah, that's what happened.
our contacts are shared, the friendly neutral thing, they're friendly to the group, not specifically to us.
Oh.
I guess. At least as far as the sheet is concerned.
Yeah, I think that's what's
Okay.
happening.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll just have to keep mental note of who the actual contact is here.
Yes. And I'm just adding a few more clocks. Okay. So that
I
is
don't
the
like
plan.
that.
That's my idea. I'm willing to hear other ones.
I think it's a good idea.
All right.
I'm in.
I'm into.
Okay.
And
Chris,
let's,
while I'm doing
keep
these
an eye out for
clocks,
Velvet.
Of course.
Chris, while we are doing these clocks,
Yes.
could you take us to? We're going to make a pit stop in Silk Shore. You can just bring us to one of the brothels there for the mood.
Okay. Travel in progress. Please keep all hands and feet inside the ride.
VTT.
Inside the VTT at all times.
Inside the VTT.
Is it going? There we go.
I hear the
it's going.
music.
Velvet,
Yes.
a few days. You are a few different times. You have a break. You know, you and Monty's bodies glistening with sweat, warm in the afterglow. And Monty's like,
Saucy.
you know, darling, I really could use a break. How about we just head out for a nice night tonight?
I think that sounds good.
Wonderful.
You know
And
where I
you-
want to go?
Oh, well, your choice. You've been so accommodating, keeping my bed warm for a while.
Remember that place we went last summer? Let's
Oh,
go there
yeah.
now.
All right, yeah, let's do it. And you guys go to this club, which will remain nameless. And you and Monty are there, and you wave hi to the waitresses, to some of your fellow coworkers,
Mm-hmm.
and you do see the contact sitting in the corner with a girl dancing on top of him.
She's not as hot as me, right? Are you rolling for that?
Absolutely, I am.
Wow.
Frank Savage.
She's you guys
Mixed
are
success.
in the same realm. She's
Oh, okay.
she's a different type. You're curvy. She's more slender, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Different strokes for different folks, you know?
Definitely different strokes. That was
You even broke Frank on that one.
just you laid that one up. I had to.
Yeah. You see the contact. What would you like to do? Anything? Would you like to go over to him? Do you just want to observe him?
Well, he's obviously busy. I'm not
He
the
is
type
busy.
to interrupt, especially because Monty is literally here with me. Actually, I will kind of, since I obviously haven't been noticed yet, he's clearly very busy.
Mhm.
I will lean over to Monty and say, remember that man I said was so rude?
Yeah, I remember.
That's him.
Oh, you
What?
want me to go have a word with him?
Maybe not. I don't think we should start any problems, but it's a shame he's busy. I wanted to have a word, a quiet word.
Well, you know I have such affection for you, my dear.
And I
Oh.
you.
We've had a good week out here, yeah?
Yes, absolutely.
And, you know, we have an understanding. You know,
We
I
do.
know that there's a lot that you don't tell me, and that's okay. So, I'm just going to pretend that I don't know what your game is. And I'm going to call away that nice young woman that he's with. And you'll be able to get a quiet word with that rude man over there.
This is why you are my favorite.
And I'll see you next week.
Of course.
He goes over to the head mistress, and he reaches...
Before he goes, she kisses him.
Oh.
He kisses you back. And he lingers. Hand goes a little bit lower, and then he turns and smiles and goes over to the headmistress, and he just like, you could probably overhear him just kind of like, excuse me, could you interrupt? I have my eye on that one over there. And he gets out and he puts like an insane amount of gold or silver on the counter, like an actual bag. And
Monty's
it's like,
my favorite.
No one's for sale, but I'm sure she knows a better offer when she sees one. And the mistress is just kind of like over and goes and taps her on the shoulder and just kind of, can I talk to you for a moment? And calls her away. And the contact doesn't really even seem phased. He's like a little bit like, but then he just shrugs and drinks his whiskey.
Is there a way for me to approach the contact without him spotting me straight away? Like, is there an obvious, like, is not obvious, is there a more subtle way to approach him without him seeing me walking up to him?
So yeah, you could, they're basically booths on the outside of the room. So you could like go around so that he can't see you coming directly at him if you would like to do that.
I would like to do that.
Okay. You're not really hiding from him. I would say.
No, I just don't want to straight walk directly to him.
Yeah. Can I just have you roll consort just to see?
Consort? Okay.
Yeah. Just your general navigation. Like you're just kind of like seeing some friends, making your way around the room, trying to make it seem like you're not doing anything weird. I'm just going to make this control great. It's not going to totally mess anything up. I just want to see how this conversation starts.
Okay. God, why do I always fail? I always fail.
We got like a great start, and ever since then, it's just been downhill from there.
Well, so I'm not gonna like punish you too much for this, but as you're like making your way, there. Yeah, we're going there.
Okay, all right.
You are get cut off as you see a throuple in the booth next to him going at it, and they're kind of like spilling out into the main walkway and blocking your path.
You can see here.
You might need to go around them, but he might see you making his way through.
Right,
or you
that's
could.
Fine.
Okay.
I'll go around them.
Okay.
I know when to cut my losses.
He looks up at you, but he doesn't even make any. You're approaching him. He just looks at you.
Ah, so we meet again. She's kind of leaning in the doorway at this point. Like, not quite stepping into... He's in a booth, right?
Yeah.
She kind of, like, steps into, like, the doorway of the booth, but just enough that she can still lean on the doorway. That way, if he wants to leave, he has to go past her.
Yep, makes sense. It's like, it says, do I know you?
You do. We've met a couple of times now.
Looks you up and down. Nice dress.
And she is dressed to the nines.
Yeah.
But much more scandalously than, like, the time they went out to dinner. This is because she is in her element right now.
Yeah.
She's not out and about.
I certainly wouldn't know anyone who spends a lot of time down at the train yards.
I assure you, I don't spend a lot of time there.
Just enough, huh?
Only enough.
What do you want? Velvet, was it?
It was. You know what I want.
Oh, are you here to replace the one that your boyfriend just took away from me?
I could, but that depends on some things.
Price?
Maybe. You know, your little go-between is a liar and a cheat. And he sold everybody out.
who doesn't.
True, but maybe you could do business with me instead of him.
If I go over the line, tell me.
Okay. That's a line. That's good.
Pull off your top.
Oh!
You take a drink. She'll do it. She does it. There's no hesitation.
Sit over there.
Oh God!
He'll take a drink. He doesn't touch you, but he's just kind of looking. And he's not looking with like a thirsty or horny look. He's looking at you more like a researcher looks at an experiment.
I'm scared.
I spent more time than I wanted to finding a bunch of information about your little crew. I really thought it would be Warden that would find me.
He's too slow.
You
I
got
am
yourselves in
much
quite a mess, didn't you?
Unfortunately, I did not know that they were planning on doing what they did, but she shrugs.
Do you like games?
I do.
Let's play a game.
Look at him. I'm sorry.
I'm scared.
I'm trying to stay in character. Stop it.
Every time you do something for me, you get to ask me a question. And I get to give you an answer.
All right.
And he... Well?
Oh, okay. She will... When he motions, she will get up and walk over to him.
First question.
What can I call you? The contact is boring.
This will require a roll.
Oh, okay.
What happened to our game, Frank?
That was too good of a question.
It is... Thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders.
Welcome.
Thank you, Paladin Barker. This is going to be risky, but it's going to be great effect because of the situation we're in.
Okay.
Would you like to push yourself for an extra
Yes.
die? So go ahead and push yourself.
I do that again. Oh, push myself. There we go. Okay. Okay, fingers crossed, everybody. Yes! Success!
Ooh.
Please hold.
Frank's like, I gotta think of a name because I was.
No. I've got a name. I've got to look it up because I didn't think that there was.
You didn't think I was smart enough to get to this point, did you? Well, Velvet was smart enough to get to this point.
Okay, that's going quick. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, that's right. You can call me the Star.
The Star.
Okay. I say out of character. The Star.
Yes. Well, I think your dress is still on the way.
I can take care of that. And she will do what he says. She
Next
has no
question.
problems playing this game. She has done it before.
Next question.
Who else do you supply to?
everyone.
Oh. The Kingpin. I know I liked you.
You're dangerous, but you're also in danger.
Lucky for you, I like it.
Well, there's not a whole lot of lines left, so I guess you get one more question before we go somewhere private.
Oh no, what do I ask? I don't even know. He already agreed. Did he already agree? I'm gonna ask this out of character. Did he already agree to working with Velvet, or is he just agreeing to answer questions?
He's agreeing to answer questions. If you want him to work with you, you're gonna have to be over it with
Pony
that.
up. Okay. Shoot. It's metagaming to ask for suggestions of what to ask. I have so many questions and I don't know what to ask.
I will not help you, but if you want to have 15 to 30 seconds of metagaming with your friends, I will allow it. But we're
Guys,
not going to
help.
dwell. Anyone have a suggestion for a question?
Quick, I
We-
have way too many.
We have a great lead on moving Quicksilver. Can he help get the Foghounds off of us?
Ooh.
I love that. That's perfect. Okay,
I like it.
I will smirk at him and say, well, if you know so much, you already know that we have a steady buyer who wants this supply all of the time. But it would be difficult to move product if the Foghounds are still on us. Or the family. You could get rid of one of them, maybe. Mr. Kingpin.
He thinks. He looks. You didn't ask this question, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Because it's the real question. The Foghounds are the ones that are supplying the Dimmer Sisters. And they're also the ones that are supplying the family. Yes, I can get the Foghounds to back off, but I want something in return. And if you can't do it, you're not worthy of my time. Nothing personal.
What's the price?
Get rid of the family, take over Charhollow, and as long as I see progress, I'll keep the Foghounds off of you.
Done.
He takes her hand. Well, your boyfriend's gone? Oh, I have one more condition.
Oh?
He smiles. I like secrets, don't you?
I do.
The next time you're in this part of town, you're gonna come see me instead of that tall, dark one over there that you came in with.
Oh gosh. It's making a lot of demands.
Oh no!
This is spicy. My God, I can't
GM.
even.
GM, what does this mean? Do I
It
have to
means-
give up Monty?
No, it means you have to cheat on Monty.
Okay.
You guys are
She does it all the time.
in an open
He's
relationship.
cheating on her right now. They're
Yeah.
they're kind of open. So she says.
But he wants you specifically not to tell him about it.
That's fine.
Okay. You guys get one reputation with the unseen,
Ooh, the unseen.
All right, out.
which you did not know this. You already had one from when you started off because of decisions you made when you formed the crew. Do you guys have 15 minutes so that we can go to Bazo Baz, or does anyone need to leave right now?
Sleep be damned, you guys.
We can go to Bazo Baz.
All right, 15
I
minutes, and we will.
Yeah.
What a good scene.
That was really good.
Oh!
Sweating, y'all. I'm sweating.
Yeah.
I think everybody
That
is.
was,
Yeah.
that was the appropriate level of saucy.
Yeah.
You guys step into Baz's office, and he immediately has his guards check you for weapons. Do you offer them up?
Yeah, just give him what you've got, Falka.
Yep, give me 1 second. Looks like my VTT crashed.
Oh no.
All good.
Yep.
Do you guys? Does anyone hide weapons from them?
No. I would give my weapons up.
I do have my sleeve
Your
Derringer
sleeve?
that is
Okay.
that is concealable even in a search.
Yes. You still have that.
So I give up the knives that I have on me.
I love how Falka has had this beer in her hand the entire time.
The entire game. Murdering people, beer in hand. Getting almost arrested, beer in hand.
It's a mood.
That's how I choose to live my life.
Right?
Honestly,
Uh,
same.
It's a mood.
Basil will say, Zeal, you son of a bitch, where you been?
Oh, here and there, you know.
You've
How you
been as
been,
busy as
Basil?
we've been up here. Oh, fucking sucks, man. Fucking sucks.
Yes, I hear you having some trouble with those sashes.
Yeah, those rich, spoiled kids causing me all kinds of trouble after the crows had their own problems. It's a mess up here. You guys are lucky you don't got competition down there, huh?
Wouldn't say that. We've got our own fair of stresses, and I see that you do as well. Maybe we go out for some drinks, some fights, you know, like we used to.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Be good to blow off some steam, wouldn't it?
I would like you to make some kind of a roll as you are trying to persuade him to ignore the war temporarily. Kind of your choice, though, on how you want to approach this.
I don't have a lot of good persuasion.
Do you want to try or just leave it up to fate?
I mean, I guess I should roll, right? I mean,
Well, he's going to say, I'm not really in the game, friend. I got my Lyra always planning to put a rapier in my back, you know what I mean? You got an angle
Well-
you're working or something?
just figured it might be good for us to have some fun together. We can go out in force, you know? Our crew, your crew. But hey, I mean, we could have a party in here if you'd like. Play some cards.
Yeah, you want to play some cards and party here? That's cool.
Mhm.
We got some time. The place is locked down, and I'm not going out there, you know.
Want to see if maybe one of your fighters can best ours?
Oh, now I see what it's about. You're trying to drag me out to the fighting pits. All right. Yeah, let's, Okay. All right, Zeal, you haven't changed a bit. Hey, clear out the tables, guys. We got a proper fight going on in here.
Oh, we're doing it here?
He doesn't want to leave.
I'm guessing it's the broad who was picking her teeth with daggers earlier.
That'd be me.
Yeah, what's your game? You want shanks, bare knuckle, proper gloves? What do you want?
I'm a knife kind of girl.
You're not about to cut the throat of one of my enforcers, are you? I need all of them to get right.
Oh, something a little dull. Also, Frank, I think you're going in and out if you want to disconnect and reconnect real quick.
Oh, thank you. I will, absolutely. Well, all right, let's have a contest, but you're gonna pay for the stitches if you mess them up.
Well, I may know a guy who can help with that.
All right. How much you want to put on this, Zeal? What you got?
What do you think?
5 coin?
I look at Warden.
5 coin. Ooh, this guy,
We could do coin. Or we could wager something else.
Oh, I love a negotiator.
Victor Moreau.
Ah, nice to meet you, Victor.
I've heard
Well,
good
what do you
things
have
from
in
my brother
mind?
here.
I love a sharp-witted man.
Yeah,
A friend of Zeal is a friend of mine.
I'm glad to
Just
hear
told
it.
him your name.
I did, on accident. Oh well.
I was like, did you just give your real name?
I know. I was sitting there going like,
Do you want to retcon it or no?
I would like to retcon it if possible.
Okay, yes. All right, Warden, friend of Zeal is a friend of mine, and I love a negotiator. What you got in mind?
We hear you're friends with the Foghounds.
Yeah?
In
They keep my
Duskfall,
debt.
you know, friends are as useful as far as you can throw them.
Well, they supply my dens. It's financing my war right now. You asking me to piss off my suppliers? That's asking a lot.
oh no, we wouldn't
Supply
ask
you with
that.
what?
Oh, nice try, man. Nice try.
I'm just saying, maybe we could also be of service. But we can talk about that after the fight.
So you want to give me goods? That's what you want to wager. You want in on my action?
No, Baza, we aren't trying to take any of your turf and on your action. Down in Tar Hollow, the Foghounds have been giving us a lot of problem. We got in a little scuffle with the family. Now the Foghounds are trying to weasel their way in. We just don't want to fight a war on 2 turfs. We sell here, we sell there. You know how it is. We don't want you to ruin your reputation with the Foghounds. We just want
So
you to
you
ask
just
them.
want me to call them off for a bit?
A little bit, yeah. When we can come to the table, have a negotiation. Like gentlemen, the family, they came to our turf, they threatened our civilians, they came into our bar. You know how it is. We had to make a stand.
I kind of lost my temper. You remember how that goes.
Sounds to me like you were trying to sway him.
Wait, so if I get -1 dice, do I have 0 dice?
Yes.
So,
Man, I'm really
You can-
confused about sway and consorts. Like, what is
Consort is just like if you're schmoozing with people, just trying to get general information. Sway is like you're asking
more
for something
bartering, yeah.
specific
Ah, okay.
or a quid pro quo.
Got it.
I thought consort was more like so like when you're with friends, like sway is more like I'm trying to convince somebody that I don't know. Consort is more like I know you, we have a connection, and I am trying to utilize that. So I feel like maybe there could be an argument for
No, you
consort.
can. It's just I'd say consort is fine. It's just never as effective when you're asking for something specific. Like
Got it.
So
when you're probing for information, you're kind of consorting.
yes.
When you're asking for a physical object, you're trying to sway. Or a
Yes.
metaphysical object.
yes.
Okay.
All right.
So you can consort, it's just going to be less effect. Like you might not get everything you want versus sway where your argument will be more persuasive.
Got it. Okay. Well, I will do
So
sway.
it's up to you. Okay. So
But-
yeah, it is 0 die right now. You could push yourself or you could get a devil's bargain.
You have a devil's bargain in mind? I love a devil's bargain.
Yes. Thinking. Okay. I've got one. To get this die, Bazo is going to want, as part of a deal, for you to entertain my Lurk Clev in your bar and give her too much so that she's incapacitated, and a member of the Lampblacks can come kill her while she's high.
On our turf.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know about that one. That's killing. I am not gonna take that bargain.
Do you have a counter bargain?
If he, so this is, I'm asking you, Frank. We don't know what Velvet just did.
Correct.
So if this goes through, how will these two be compounded, or are we kind of just doing this because we decided this and
They will be additive for
okay,
sure.
okay. If he can call off the Foghounds, give me a second. I know we're past the 9 p.m. mark, but I'm just trying to think of a different Devil's Bargain. If he can call off the Foghounds, I have a different Devil's Bargain. If you can call off the Foghounds for just a little bit and possibly facilitate some sort of ceasefire, when we take care of the family, I'll give you a warehouse on our turf with your name on it that you can use for whatever you need.
That is a great bargain, and yeah,
Dang.
I will add it so it's gonna be 1, unless you're also pushing yourself too.
Brother, would you like to assist me?
Yeah, you can do an assist.
You're muted.
Oh, yeah, I can, but I don't have good sway. I mean, I'm gonna be rolling a disadvantage on sway.
No, assist is just you're adding an extra die.
You take
you just add an extra die?
and you add an extra
You
die.
take
yeah.
stress and add an extra die.
Sure, yeah, let's take stress. Trying to get that trauma back.
Somebody racing cars
Yeah, it was-
outside of
yeah,
somebody's
it
house.
Right?
Yeah, I guess Fast and Furious outside. Hannah's.
All right,
Like, damn.
hit the assist button, Bijan.
Got it.
Alrighty.
There you go. And then I will. Okay. So basically, he'll say, "All right," and you can say yes or no to this deal. He's like, "All right, Falka beats my man's. I open. You give me one. Once you take over Char Hollow, you give me a slice of that location. And sorry, Hannah's face. I'm like horrified.
You're
I just the wildest thing just happened outside of my window, and
I want to know. I want to know.
I can't wait. I just
Okay.
I can't wait. I'll
Okay. Okay. Tell us later. Sorry, I just want to make sure everything's okay. You carve me out a place in Char Hollow, and I'll get the hounds to back off. But your girl's got to beat my guy over there, and he points to a guy in the corner.
And
What does he
if-
look like?
And if she loses,
Well, we just call it.
we watch a good fight.
After you finish off the family, you help me with the sashes. If she loses.
Whoa.
Shit.
Can we get
That's a lot.
specific with that there, Baza? What do you mean help with the sashes?
I mean,
much
you're
help?
my soldiers, so you do what I say till they're gone.
We're not really soldiers. We're more peddlers. We can source you weapons, ammunition, but we're not really boots on the ground type people.
All right. You gotta offer something up, though. If I'm putting in all that, just give me a little something.
Of course. Falka wins. You call off the Foghounds, and we allow you to operate out of a warehouse in Char Hollow. Falka loses, I'll use my contacts to source you some fine weaponry and armor.
All right, that's good enough. Falka, my dear, if you wouldn't mind fighting my good friend who I need to look up.
Guy.
His ass.
You want to fight my friend Henner?
Spicy in a different way.
Falka, I'll be rooting for you, but I just won't watch. But I'll root from behind.
Thanks. Thanks.
This guy, Falka.
Hello. Hey, mate.
Everything you want to put onto this is a very high impact skirmish.
Yeah.
It's gonna be risky and standard. You are basically equal. Would you like to push yourself? Would you like to
Yes.
take a bargain? Okay, you're gonna push
I'm gonna
yourself.
push myself.
Would you also like to take a devil's bargain?
I could do both. I don't know what I could bargain here.
I've got a bargain for you.
All right, let's hear it.
This guy will seek you out to try to beat the shit out of you for the next 4 jobs if you beat him.
Or
Wow.
He's just gonna be trying to find you. Not saying he will find you, but he's gonna be trying to find you
okay.
for revenge in the street.
And I could, if I find him, I can take him on. Right?
You can, but
Alright.
he is going to be like, fuck this girl, I can't believe she beat me.
And so if I take this bargain, I'll win the fight.
No, you can
No,
increase
you'll
the
get
effect
extra die.
or take an extra die. So if she pushes herself and takes the devil's bargain, she gets 4 dice.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will also assist by
You cannot-
screaming.
I'm gonna say roleplay wise, unless you if you have a very no, so you can either push yourself or get an assist. You can't take both, so you can't go up to 5 dice for
Okay.
this.
A 4 would give you a 2/3 chance of a full success.
All right. I think I'm gonna push myself.
You taking the bargain?
I'll take the bargain.
Okay, so push yourself, and I'll add the extra die.
Okay.
Come on, Falka.
Oh, come on. We need a 6
this
on this
is-
one.
I
Okay.
can't watch your vomit, but we got this.
Ooh, for 5. Okay.
Am I?
You draw blood. All right, so describe to me how you beat him, because you beat him, and then I will describe to you what happens in return.
Okay. All right. So are we allowed to use like weapons?
Yeah,
or are
you're
we just,
using
like,
you're knife fighting.
punching.
You said you
Okay.
want knives.
Okay, just making sure. All right. I get the dagger ready, and I think Falka, she will, she'll try to get this guy. What does this guy look like? Is he like big? Is he?
He's a
buff?
big dude.
All
Yeah,
right,
big
all right.
hunking dude.
Falka's a little girl, a little gal, and he's a big guy. So I think she's going to try to take the nimbleness to her advantage, and she's gonna try to like sweep, like do like one of those undersweep things, and like get him on his ass.
A leg sweep?
Yeah, a leg sweep and get him on his ass, and then kind of go on top of him, and like it's a little kind of creepy for everybody.
I mean, let's go.
She crawls on top of him, and like she's not gonna like actually harm him, but maybe he does take it a little personally, and she like puts the dagger right up to his neck, and cuts in a little bit, not to like hurt him too much, and
Just to draw that one drop of blood,
draw
you
a
know?
little bit of
Yeah.
blood,
Just to give him a little scar.
Yeah.
He remembers you by.
yeah, and then she just beats the shit out of him to put on a little show.
Okay, as you start to beat on him, Bazo's like, hey.
Falka, you won. You won.
Is it over?
There's only a little bit of blood in it.
Oh.
I'm assuming you climb off of him.
Yeah, I climb off of him a little like exorcisty, and it's a
So,
little. It's a little
You can resist this, but as you get off of him, you say, got fucking lucky, and kick you in the back. Take level 2 harm, broken ribs.
Oh.
Level 2. Damn.
Ouch. I'll
Would
take
you like
it.
to resist that?
I feel like I deserve it. I'll take it.
Really? You're just gonna take it?
You know what? You say it that way. I'm gonna try to resist it.
You can resist it automatically. It's just how much stress do you take?
Why do I have 2 additional stress?
From pushing yourself. Pushing yourself adds
yes,
the 2
yes,
stress.
And
Alright.
how much?
You have 3 dice on your resist roll. But it's prowess.
Am I able to like fight back at him? This might
You
get a little.
can, but you like to resist this first. It might escalate very quickly if you do that, but you can.
Okay, I'm gonna try to resist it first.
Okay. Okay, so you suffer 2 stress, but he just kicks you and it doesn't break your ribs, but you do get your bruise. So take level 1 harm bruised instead.
1 harm.
Hey, Baza, what the fuck?
She was beating the shit out of him. The fight's over.
The fight was over when you call the fight's over. You know how it works.
Hey, she beat the shit out of him. He kicks her in the back. I'd say we're square. Unless he says, and he like very slightly opens his coat, says, unless you think there's a problem that needs to be addressed.
Dear God.
As you see men kind of square up on the sides.
There's no problem.
Baza, come on. We're friends here.
Don't test me, man. I love you, but don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me, man.
We're watching after our girl, all right? You
Yeah,
know
she's
how
a
it
fucking
is.
wild one. I don't know where you found her, but wherever it was, you gotta go get more of her and send one my way, okay?
Oh.
If I had her on my team, this war would already be fucking over, okay?
No more Falkas, please. Just one's enough.
Now you go down there and beat the shit out of the family, and then we'll be back in business, all right?
All right, if the Foghounds, right? Our deal?
I gotcha. Deal. Shake.
He will shake, and as you can see, the same. You know, he saunters over to Bazo and puts out his hand, and just like before, very, very subtly, the kraken tattoo that goes from his throat down to his arm starts to wiggle a little bit, and a little drop of ink goes down his finger into Bazo's hand.
You really gotta watch your tentacle.
All right. And that will do it for today's episode of Rise of the Conduit. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. That was hot and steamy in a lot of ways.
In a lot of ways.
That was a
Next
roller coaster of
session,
an episode.
We will see
Wow,
how
seriously.
the gang plans to take down the family now that the Foghounds are going to be backing off a bit, and if they can keep their momentum going, and who the star actually is. Anyway, that's next week. Next show we have Rock and Roll Play on Thursday, followed by a new Grim Domains on Friday, new Cold Blooded on Sunday, and then Monday, Tracy is going to be running Ancestral Blood, new VTM 3-shot. It was a lot of fun yesterday. Watch the VOD when it goes up later this week. Otherwise, that's everything. Please follow the stream and follow us on socials if you liked us. And we'll see you on Thursday. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.